Spaghetti! Hello, everybody, and welcome to the newest indoor adventure in the Tomb of Annihilation, Part 27. Today is November 1st, 2020, and you are loved. And that is a very important thing that we like to remind each and every single one of our viewers and listeners at the beginning of each and every single one of these games. If this is your first time joining us, you can go to youtube.com/indooradventures to check up on all of the the VODs on all of the games that we have played for the last 2 years, or, you know, like, we have a bunch of other campaigns that we've completed as well. We got the Homebrew campaign, Curse of Strahd, Ghosts of Saltmarsh, Waterdeep. We got all sorts of stuff. You just got to go take a look. But if you are on the go and you're more interested in, like, checking us auditorially because you like the sound of our wonderful voices, you can find us anywhere audiocasts are made available for free. And speaking of things that are being made available for free, you can go towards our Patreon at patreon.com/indooradventures. You can find our after show called Nights in the Courtyard, where we answer questions not only from the community, but also from each other. So, if you have any questions that you would like to ask myself or any of these other fine folk, you can be more than welcome to go there and check that out. And I just realized that the layout is wrong, which is content that you don't even get if you're listening over the audio, or unless you're, like, joining us live at, again, twitch.tv/indooradventures. But that's enough for those spiels, because if you already support us on Twitch, YouTube, Audiocast, Patreons, and you're thinking to yourself, I wish there was another way that I could also help support the show, you can go to our Redbubble, where you can go to indooradventure.redbubble.com. We got t-shirts, we got posters, we got mugs, we got aprons, crop tops, throw pillows, curtains, journals, and most importantly, for the year 2020, hey, guess what? We also have face masks that we are selling that have the pattern of Tiamat, the symbol of the Great Dragon Queen, done by our very own Cyberwolf1201, available on that their store as well. And all of the proceeds that we get from the masks end up going towards COVID-19 research through Doctors Without Borders. So if you would like to help support a good cause or help support this show, you can go check us out at indooradventure.redbubble.com. But that's it for my spiel in all actuality this time. So, hey, RJ, who you playing today?
Hey, everybody, I'm RJ, and I'll be playing Wally, the Shifter Barbarian Fighter.
You're muted.
Hit mute instead of unmute. Hi, I'm LBHackEmUp, and I'm going to be playing Azrael, the Warlock Gnome.
Hey, everybody, I'm Wings. I'm going to be playing as Baz, the Drow Rogue Fighter.
And I am the Indoor Adventurer, and tonight I shall be playing as Teshvael de Falaran, Mark of Shadow, Elven Paladin, and Warlock.
And I'm Tyler. I'll be your DM tonight, and we'll start off with the recap. Last time in the tomb, the gang were aided and subsequently introduced to Azrael, a dark gnome with a sense of justice. Afterwards, they continued the work of exploring the tombs of the trickster gods and receiving their blessings. Now, having also retrieved the square skeleton key, they prepared to continue to the next level, the Vaults of Reflection. What new horrors will it pose? Find out on the Indo Adventure Presents The Tomb of Annihilation. So Wally, you just snatched up that skeleton head and zooped underneath the door right before it closed. And that's where we're at. You guys have explored just about every part of this this area.
Wally's lying on the floor with the skeleton head in his chest, just contemplating what he's doing with his life.
You probably also are, like, a little bit wine soaked, because you slid across the ground that was already getting a little soaked in the wine that poured into the room. Tasty.
That was incredibly stupid. Don't do it again.
Well, I'm sorry, it was incredibly stupid, but we needed this thing, he says as he sits up.
I thought that it was a wonderful idea. Good show.
What did Mom call it? The good old college try.
What is a college?
It's a school.
I see. A place of learning.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Wally, that was very impressive. Risky. But I am not going to discourage you from trying to do it again, because it was very helpful. We need to continue.
He'll pop it in the bag of holding and stand up. All right, where to next?
As you recall last time, in this kind of odd hallway, this four-way intersection that kind of goes up and around, possibly in a ring, you guys used Mage Hand to grab a staff off of a body right up the corridor. You look, and Flint is actually looting the rest of that body now.
Classy.
Listen, he's not going to use it anymore. Who wants his journal? There's probably something good in there. He tosses it.
Bumbles into Baz's hands.
Oh, I'm sorry. You can take this one.
He starts looking through another book. He's like, "Ugh, withered. Nothing useful here." Tosses it.
Bumbles again. Can you use this? And he just kind of passes it to Azrael.
What is it?
It is a wizard spellbook.
It is a spell book. I don't think warlocks can learn spells from spell books. In fact, I don't think any of you can. So it is, in fact, useless. But this is the second spell book you have, and maybe if one of you die and come back as a wizard, you're going to have like a shit ton of spells for that wizard.
We're gonna need to spend a lot of time learning it.
Yeah.
I'll keep it in my bag, but it's nothing I can use.
It might be worth some coin later.
Or entertainment.
Would a warlock be able to read a spell book and use them like it was a scroll rather than using it like a reusable source?
Ooh, that's tempting.
Ooh.
You burn the spell in the spellbook to use it as
You'd
a
have
scroll.
to, yeah, you'd have to use the, because that's kind of how the spells work anyway. Like they
Sounds really badass. Just like rip up a spell
rip a
book and it's like.
spell- But also, like the whole thing is that like each wizard has like their own like jargon and whatever, so that's why it takes so long to copy down the spells, because you have to be like, oh, what did he actually mean here? Oh no, now I see.
Why are there so many dicks drawn on here?
So many dicks. Oh wait, those are daggers. This is a spell for Cloud of Daggers, obviously.
You cast it and it's actually a spell of Cloud of Dicks.
Oh god.
Yes.
Oh god, they were dicks!
Manna from
Baz
heaven.
Baz is a wizard.
Is he skiing or is he in a gay port?
All right. Flint seems satisfied. He pocketed a few things off of that body. What would you guys like to do? He did toss you his journal, or the corpse's journal.
Baz is kind of going through his notes and like drawing around on the map, and he's all like, well, assuming we've got this right, there isn't anything else on this level, so we can go down now.
I've explored everything else, yes.
Which way do we want to go down? There was the spiraling staircase where we lost Wally and then later we found him. Or there's the center stairwell with the gargoyles.
There's also the open mouth that we can go through.
I'm sorry, what?
To the north of the open stairwell, there is a... Sorry, I'm just going ghost now. Sorry. There is a hallway with a demon-looking face or a devil-looking face with an open maw on the floor, and you can pass through that into the third floor. That's where I was.
I'm sorry, what?
But
Would you like me to explain it again?
As you'll recall, when you went into that devil's mouth into the next area, it took a lot of work to get yourself out of that area because you had to solve the puzzle there.
Mm-hmm. Now, my question is, I guess I should ask the DM, are the traps all reset? Do I know that they get reset after a certain amount of time?
Yeah, I think you would know that the traps do get reset every dawn.
Okay.
We have seen those guys resetting those traps as well on this level.
Then I would suggest not doing that because I've already gone through those rooms and gotten everything that there is out of them. So I think we should move down the large hallway or the large stairwell.
In my
and see what we can
experience, climbing through mouths is not a bad, or not a good idea.
Works for me. That's how I'm still alive.
Hey, quick cue. Did we ever take care of that armored golem that was skulking around?
Yes,
Yeah.
really
yeah.
quickly.
Cool.
Mhm.
Cool.
To the stairwell then?
Spiraling one, big
Sounds
one.
good to me.
Is the big
Well,
one gonna be safer?
The spiraling one was behind a secret door. It could be like a, secret area.
You know what? I like the way that you think, Artis. Let's go down the secret staircase.
Oops.
Just be careful. Follow me. And he like crouches down a little bit and starts skulking.
Baz just sits there for a second, shrugs, and then crouches as well. And
Uh,
skulks after him.
Azrael, what did you do with that? Sorry, I have hairs on my chin that I can't help but pluck at. What did you do with that magic weapon that you got off of one of the bodies?
The one that you sent me descriptions of? Or
No.
last week?
Yeah, the ones I sent you a description of, because you got like a bunch of like shiny stuff, but you also got a +1 Iklawa, which
Yeah.
is a native weapon to this area.
I just have them.
So we've been running into a few things that I can't really hurt. Can I have one of your guys' special magic weapons?
I don't actually think. All I have is this rapier.
Here, take this. He passes over the word with very few vowels in it.
Yeah.
It's like a spear, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like a spear with a stone tip, I think. Simple melee weapon that is traditional weapon of Cholton warriors. It's pretty neat. You could have bought them before. Anyway, babe, do you just mind tracking that he's going to be using a magic weapon for his attacks now?
Sure. It's
So
a
he's
spear,
a little bit
right?
less useless.
Should I? Yeah, like the same stat block, but say it's magic now.
What does his fisting do? Is it 1d8 or is it more?
Let me check. I'm pretty sure it's 2 dice actually.
Okay, well then just keep doing that and then call it magical.
Yeah.
Yay! All right, bookkeeping done.
No, it's just a d6.
Okay, then make it a d8
Cool.
+1.
Yay.
Yay! And there was much rejoicing. Anyway.
Wait, is that a strength-based weapon or a dex-based weapon?
Strength.
Strength.
It's like a spear, right? And there's
Yeah.
Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba. Yep. It's
Okay.
also thrown if you want.
Damn. Can be. All right.
Cool. Onward. So to the spiral staircase.
Yeah.
Cool. You guys go back to where you encountered that tomb guardian. Its metal bits still scattered on the floor here. Slip through the secret passage to where the scrying pool is, and slip past that other secret door to where the spiral staircase is. And you can tell this spiral staircase it starts up here, but probably goes down like all the way, or almost all the way down. Are you just planning on making it to the the third level? Sticking with the theme of trying to clear out and get to as many of the shrines as possible?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. You get down to... That was dumb. I shouldn't have done that. You get down to the next level, and there is a door for this level. What do you do?
Can anyone... Why don't you check it for traps?
Yeah.
Baz.
I'll check it for traps.
Roll it.
Oh boy, oh boy. Natural 20 for a 31.
Oh, good. On the first roll.
Baz's eyes just roll back in his head. Oh, I see all.
You do not spy any traps, but you do hear a heavy breathing on the other side of the door. Muffled heavy breathing, as if like in a very large helmet.
I see. I go like, shh.
What was that, Mr. Bass?
I can hear something on the other side of this door.
What does it sound like?
Like really heavy breathing inside of a bucket.
Well, knowing this place, it's probably not a human in some sort of armor. It's probably a undead. But do they breathe?
Not usually.
How do you want to handle this?
Does the door swing this way or forward? If it moves forward, push it with enough vigor, the door would open, knock them forward. You attack them while they're prone.
Does seem like the door opens, from your perspective, outward.
Oh. Wally will take a dagger out and start polishing it.
Do you really have to do that here?
He'll angle it underneath the door to see on the other side.
Make a. No, that works. You scoot it under. You have dark vision, right?
Yeah.
Cool. There are torches kind of lining the way down in this stairwell, but you scoot that dagger underneath, and standing in front of a lever in the wall, just staring at the opposite wall, is a tomb guardian.
Wally will mimic like big guy.
Well, we know how to handle these guys. We could just get the jump on him.
He's gonna take 2 steps back, roll his shoulders, rage,
All right.
run at the door and kick it in.
Cool. Make a strength check.
I can do this. Oh, thank God for advantage. 25.
All right. You slam to the door swings open, slams into the tomb guardian, and he stumbles into the wall in front of him. And then he just like stands back up and like turns around and looks at you.
Shoot him.
All right, roll initiative.
Housekeeping.
This is a pretty tight and small room. Like maybe 2 or 3 of you can get next to this guy at the same time.
Okay.
Okay.
Don't forget to roll for your NPCs.
Right.
Shit.
That's pretty good.
All right, tell me what you got.
Wally got a 19 and Hassan got a 18.
All right, you do have control of his son.
Baz got a 15 and Flint got a 12.
Both artists and Tesh got 22.
Azrael got a 23, and Dragonbait got a 10.
All right. If anything else happens on this level, I'm going to refer to this turn order. So at the top of the round is Azrael. Baz prepares it to loose an arrow at this thing as it kind of turns around and looks at you.
I'm going to say the spell Warlock.
Do it. Say the spell, Warlock.
Oh boy, does a 17 hit?
It matches.
Does a 10 hit?
No.
So,
You can do half damage, impose disadvantage, or advantage to the next strike.
Yeah, you could. Oh, if you match with the 17, you can give yourself advantage on the second bolt and try to roll that one again.
oh yeah. So I do no damage on that one.
Yeah, but you give yourself advantage on the second one, so hopefully you get
Okay.
above a 17.
Nope.
Okay.
Ripsy
Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba.
daisy.
All right,
That's my turn. Oh wait.
cool.
Oh, I can. Okay, I have something that's at will, but
Yes.
it's also an action to cast.
It just means you
Right.
don't use spell slots to use.
Yeah.
Never mind. Okay, cool. Never mind.
Cool.
I'll do it next time.
Do it. Up next is Tesh.
Okay. Tesh is going to rush forward to this guy, and he gonna try and stab him.
We're getting
Lantern
raided.
Noir, thank you for the raid.
Yay!
Hey!
Great.
Hope you guys' first session went well.
That's a 12 to hit. I don't think that meets the 17.
12 doesn't hit.
No.
No.
And second attack, 23.
Okay, that hits.
Okay. And that is going to be for 12 points.
Nice.
And bonus action, Shield of Faith.
Nice. That lasts for like 10 minutes, right?
Shield of Faith, I believe lasts for 10 minutes, yeah.
Cool. Up next is Artis.
Okay, so Artis is much like actually, he will stay in the back, and he is going to use... No, because the Tomb Guardian that we fought before arrows didn't look like it was doing as much, so he's going to rush forward with Bookmark and do the flippy
Cool.
so the dagger's facing down, and he's just going to run up and try and stab this guy. That's a 19 on the die.
Yep.
So you and me, Bookmark, we're going places. Okay, and that is for 7 points of piercing.
Cool.
Second attack. That is a 17 on the die. So like a 20 something. Another
Yeah.
7 points magic piercing. Third attack
Nice.
is a 19 to hit
Yep.
for 8 points of magic piercing.
Excellent. That is Artis's turn. Wally, you kicked in the door, so you're next to this guy. Tesh, you slipped in, you're next to this guy, and Artis took up the last spot, so no one else could get next to him. But Wally, it's your turn. You are next in.
Mace of Terror and hand axe in hand. I will recklessly attack him.
Do it.
25 on the first
Yep.
for 7 points of magical bludgeoning. And a natural 20 on the hand axe for 10.
And that's not magical, right?
That's not magical, yeah.
All right. Let me double check, because I think he is immune. Not just resistant, but actually immune.
Oh boy!
We went downstairs, and now everything's that much harder.
It's just a little bit harder.
What is this difficulty curve? It's more like a difficulty angle.
Well, I mean, don't worry about it. Hassan.
Hassan is... God, what is...
Hassan can't do anything against this
He
guy.
has spells.
He does have spells. He has what, color spray?
Poison spray. I'm just going to
Poison
look
spray?
it up real quick, because I don't have it on hand.
This thing's immune to poison.
Well, Hassan can't do anything then, but actually,
Hassan's MO for the past few episodes has been to just hide in the back and let you guys take care of that. That's
he'll
a you
keep
guys
lookout
problem.
in the back, just in case anything sneaks up on them.
Cool. Baz.
Alright, this thing hasn't attacked yet. Oof. I rolled 3 fucking dice, and none of them rolled over a 5. Okay.
You hate to see that.
You do hate to see that. Does a 14 hit?
No, but Artis is standing right in front of you. Roll damage.
Oh. I see. It's like that, is it?
Yeah, it's gonna be like that.
Are we going to consider it? Well, he's not surprised. He's acted this turn.
He has acted, yes.
Okay.
It's just the flat damage of the arrow.
6
As you
piercing damage. Hey, guess what I got this level?
second attack.
Extra attack!
Oh shit, I have an extra attack.
Well, get wrecked.
Oh well,
Oh.
it's alright.
Sorry, I
You
don't
can go
actually-
ahead and roll that, actually. We're
Yeah, I
not
don't-
that far in the turn order.
I don't actually mean that. Go ahead.
Please do roll that.
Please do roll that. I have something.
Does a 20 hit?
Yes.
10 points of magical bludgeoning damage from the Mace of Terror.
Excellent. What you got there, Faz, on your second attack?
21 to hit.
Yep, and he hasn't acted yet, so it's a critical.
Yep. And he has dudes next to him.
Yeah. And
19 piercing damage. And 17 sneak attack damage.
Perfect. Thank you. Easy. You killed him.
Cool. So
It's not that hard, guys, just because he's immune to normal attacks.
one arrow sinks into Artis's shoulder. It's
Like, ow,
sorry,
what the fuck?
sorry! Knocks another arrow. And then
Like, grazes his right past his head and then goes right through the bucket's helm, the eye slit of the bucket. And much like the other one, the flesh dissolves, the parts fall apart, and there's just a pile of metal bits.
yeah.
It is a very small room that this thing was in. You have taken care of the golem that was in here. He was standing in front of an iron lever that was set into the wall. The south wall is sloped and has a large rectangular window 5 feet wide by 7 feet high. The window looks into a hallway through a rectangular hole in the hallway floor and further down into a well-lit room shaped like a cylinder topped on its side. And because of the position you're in and whatnot, I'm just going to let you see a visual aid of what this contraption, this really dick move contraption looks like.
It opens the floor, doesn't it?
No, it traps the floor so that you fall in and it's bad for you.
Just have his flesh golem just standing there.
Look at him go. Fun story. If you hadn't attacked him, he wouldn't have done anything.
Huh.
Exits from this room are the way you came and a small crawlway to the east. You cannot get through that window.
I hit it with the Mace of Terror.
Oh,
Oh, is it small? Like a small window?
No, it's a pretty big window. It's the size of a person.
Oh, can I hit it with the Mace of Terror?
Roll an attack. Did you get in that 20?
Yeah, because I'm still raging, buddy.
Yeah. All right. Does the Mace of Terror have any like special abilities on it?
I can make the window afraid of me if I expend a charge.
All right. Well, you hammer into it, and you can tell that this is a magical illusion on a stone wall, and you just kind of put a dent in the stone wall.
Huh. It's stone. And he's like shaking his hand. Ugh.
Great deduction. Now where
Steven,
to?
I'm going to remember this trick for later. That's actually incredible.
Thanks for the follow, Nebula Gaming and Yeeky Chick.
Oh.
Rock.
I know.
There is a small crawlway that leads out of this room.
Baz is going to listen at the crawlway.
Roll a perception check.
Okay. 29.
Cool. You listen intently, and other than just the ambient sounds of a dungeon, you don't hear anything.
Hey, you know that my passive perception is 21 now, right?
I didn't know. How did that happen?
We leveled up.
Yay!
Proficient. Got the proficiency bonus, which is now more.
Did anybody else's passive or AC increase?
Uh,
Tesh, what's yours now? It's still 21, but you now have more ways to make it go up. Yeah.
All right.
we can't hear you, bud.
I said it can either be a 21, a 23, or a 26, or a 28.
Jesus.
Yeah. What a guy.
There's so many ways you can become unhittable.
What would you guys
So
like to
why
do?
do you keep getting hit?
That's what I'm trying to
Hasn't been in a
stop.
while. He's actually doing a great job.
He hasn't raged in a while, like since level 1.
Since
All
Rasmus
right.
C.
Just in case. This
Nah,
thing
nah,
is-
nah. You raged that one time in this tomb, in this very tomb.
Knights in the courtyard.
Knights in the courtyard. Sorry. Um,
Wally's gonna get down and start crawling through.
yeah, be
All right.
careful.
Cool. Let me just check the flavor text on these crawlways. They are 3 feet high and 2 feet wide.
Oh, I've got
Azrael.
scrunch then.
Azrael probably doesn't have much trouble getting through here, but everyone else has to kind of scrunch.
Can you imagine no Dazzle going through these crawlways?
Mm.
No. Wally's leading the way.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. You lead the way through this crawlway, and after not even really 20 or so feet, it makes another bend into a small room. A golden skull rests on a pedestal in the middle of this small, dusty room.
I check it for traps.
What was the? I know we took placard, note of each placard on each level. What's the thing we
Yep.
gotta look out for here at 3?
Let's
You'll
double
find
check.
it on the level 3 that I
Here it is.
visual aid
Okay.
I gave you.
So they are walk through water, which Azrael can tell you he's already done. Walk through water with weapon in hand.
Slake
Your shadow at the font. Azrael also took care of that one. And the vulture is the first step. Took care of that one. And that's all that Azrael's taken care of. So your other
You're
two,
welcome.
You're welcome. Your other two are Right the Gods and The Wall of History Tells All.
Okay.
Roll your perception, Baz, but as you start looking around, you notice that the north side of this room has a secret door. Obviously, because it has a staircase going up to a blank wall, and you're just like, I know exactly what that is.
Yep. I point that out. And a 22 for my perception check.
Awesome. You look around this room, it's pretty barren. It's just this golden skull sitting on top of this pedestal. And this is a pretty small room, so only the people that are leading the way, which Baz and Wally are kind of the ones taking the lead here.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty
Baz
sure
will-
Az and Tesh are close behind.
Baz will scoot up the stairs and stand on that pedestal where the secret door is.
Yep.
Just kind of ready to pop through there if anything looks dangerous.
Awesome. And you also take a listen at that doorway, and you really don't hear much on the other end.
As a note, I'm casting mage armor on myself.
Good plan.
Well, I don't see anything that looks like a trap, but if you get my meaning, this looks like a trap.
Thank you for the
Thanks for
follow.
following Dark Horse.
Thank you.
Can't remember if any of us has that mage hand spell.
I do.
I do. Thanks to the handy ghost lantern.
Spooky ghost lady.
Yes.
Well, this looks like a mage hand situation to me.
We should probably all be standing outside in the hallway when this goes off.
Good point. I'm gonna push against that door.
It is a pull.
You're muted, sir.
Pull that door open.
I was muted. I will say it's a pull open door.
Alright.
So you pull open that door, and you're kind of at a 4-way intersection. One of the ways being this secret door. To the left is a pair of double doors. Straight ahead is a short hallway, and to the right is a hallway that leads out to that main staircase. And there is a chain that is kind of going from one side of the hallway to the other. And there's 2 alcoves that you can't really see into.
I see. Well, that is a problem for later.
Not Baz. Wally's nose wrinkles. This is the moldy floor.
Yep, and as you step out into here, you see patches of purple mold just kind of scattered throughout the hallway. And Baz, as you're the first one to step into this hallway, one of the purple molds grows an eye on a stalk, and it opens up and it looks at you.
Ooh,
And it closes its eye and zips back into the mold.
no, that's not good.
Wally's affixing a bandana to his face.
Yeah. Baz will pull his scarf up over his face as well.
Azrael, you have run into this mold a little bit on this level, and it seems mostly harmless.
Mhm.
Every now and then, like it'll puff out a bit of spores. You've never been close enough to
Mhm.
deal with that, and every now and then the eyes will just pop open and look at you.
Yes, they do puff out a bit of smoke or something, spores from time to time. I've never been close enough to know what they are, but as long as you avoid them, I think we'll be all right. I'll sneak past them.
Sneak past the mold.
Yeah,
All right. Are we moving with a bit of trepidation and sneakiness here?
indeed.
Yeah, I'm gonna make
Everyone-
myself invisible. Thanks, Moa.
Thanks, Moa. You just disappear like Miles Morales in the new Spider-Man. Roll yours at stealth at advantage, and everyone else roll stealth for me.
Natural 20.
Oh yes. What's that total? Like a
Let's see here. For my stealth, that is a 24 in total.
beautiful.
Got a 21 for my stealth.
18.
And don't forget to roll for your
Oh yeah.
NPCs as they kind of file into this room behind you.
Fuck.
And I'm sure someone's kind of standing near, or actually no, it's Dragonbait who's standing near Flint as he gets in this room. You see his eyes like widen at the sight of this crystal skull or this gold skull, and Dragonbait just stops him. Like no,
Slaps his hand
the
away.
smell of just tar or something like that.
Artist
18 stealth for Flint.
got a
18.
14.
Oh, artists. Wally and Hassan, can you roll me some stealth?
Yes, sir.
I think
And,
Dragonbait got a 9.
He's smelling like tar.
he's smelling very loudly.
What is your stealth? Hassan got a 16. Wally got a 17.
All right. Group-wise, you are sneaky, but your boyo is smelling very loudly right now. It's probably because of freaking Flint being a fool. You kind of all spill into this hallway. And as you spill into this hallway, kind of sneakily, making sure to avoid the patches of mold, Baz, you get a better look about 20 or 30 feet down the hallway where that chain is. You can actually spy into those alcoves, and there are 2 tomb guardians just standing there, and they are connected by this chain.
Are they holding the chain? Where is the chain
The
connected?
chain is connected around the neck and just kind of goes across the hallway to the other one. They are immobile and just don't seem to be doing anything.
I see. Baz will still hush his party and kind of point at the 2 of them.
They haven't noticed us, correct?
It does not seem like they have. Or if they have, they're not reacting.
Shall we test the waters?
How do you mean exactly?
Well, either I could go or I could send a snake friend.
Oh, you're talking about me.
Invisibly looks towards Hassan.
Yeah. I don't like that plan.
That's not what I meant.
Chinese.
Azrael will step slightly forward and pull out his staff of the python.
Yep.
He's going to click it on the ground and like toss it forward, and before it hits the ground, it turns into a giant constrictor snake.
Wow.
Nice.
Very cool.
Bet. Is it sneaking or is it just sitting there?
It's going to move forward, not
Okay.
sneaking.
Cool.
Now, is the chain laying across the ground or is it suspended?
It's suspended.
Okay.
What does your snake do? Does it like how far does it slither?
It's gonna slither as close to them. If they start noticing him, it'll do something. But if it'll just like go in front of them.
Okay. It slithers up to right about where that chain is. And although these things don't really have, I guess, eyes per se, I'd like to think there's like a little glowing where their eyes would be.
Yeah.
You can see it following the snake moving, but they're not doing anything.
Okay. Azrael is then going to move himself forward. Stealthily, like not like he's trying to not be seen, but enough that he's going to draw the attention of these things and see if they do anything about it.
Okay. So just kind of making sure they know that you're there.
Yeah.
Okay. You do this, and you can see their little eyes looking at you, but they are not reacting.
Okay, I'm gonna move under the chain.
All right. Well, as soon as you move under the chain, they raise their spiked gauntlets and move in to attack you.
Solid.
I'm going to roll their initiative real quick, and
Cool.
at the top of the round will probably still be you.
Yeah.
Because they rolled the same initiative as the first Tomb Guardian. Good job,
Fair.
guys. So everyone will go before them.
Boy, I'm gonna use my bonus action and Misty step away from them.
Nice. Where to?
Back behind the group.
Okay. You do this, and I'm pretty sure Misty Step is not negatively affected by this tomb. Yep, you're good to go.
Solid.
So you Misty Step behind the party, and the Tomb Guardians turn to look at all of you, but stay rooted in position.
Well, I think we learned something. I'm not sure what. I mean, I am sure what. We know if we go that way, that's what happens. The snake comes back to Azrael.
Well, thankfully, we have a means around it. If we go back to the stairwell, go up a level, then down the other stairwell, then we don't need to go by it.
Indeed. Did we
Easy
check these
peasy.
doors?
Straight ahead, you see this corridor leads into a small chamber with no door. And then to the left is a set of double doors.
I wonder if I could pry that shield off the wall.
What shield?
For what purpose?
Well, there seems to be a lot of metal foes down here. If he points back up, there's a shield back up there that kind of obliterates metal.
Wasn't it massive?
I mean,
Boy.
the statue, the whole statue, metal impacted the shield itself, but it's the whole statue that's magical.
Oh, it's the whole statue. Okay. Damn. That's a
Just
shield.
pick up the statue, carry it. through the
Just
whole-
I mean,
around
if
the
I could
statue.
rage for long enough, I'll blow all my rages to drag the statue around this godforsaken dungeon.
Meanwhile, while you guys are standing here, kind of looking at where these Tomb Guardians are standing at the end of this hallway, past them, you kind of hear the sound of rumbling water, and see on the far side of that stairwell a dark liquid flowing out and into the main area and pouring down below.
Why is
like
that happening?
a shit ton of it.
What is that?
Wine.
And that looks like the wine from the other room. The door must have opened.
It has a drainage system.
Fun. I don't like that.
Gross.
Gross.
Potentially speaking, it could have been. No.
It could have been you if you were still in that room.
Are we gonna do anything with this skull?
Gold
be
I
fair-
guess I
skull?
could say that in character. Are we gonna do anything with this skull?
Does it?
I sure would like to. Look at it. It's probably worth a fortune.
But we're not here for money. I mean, that's why you're here, obviously.
I mean, altruistic reasons aside, you can't not benefit a little bit off of this.
Looking into the room, because we went to the north-facing room, right?
No, we're still in the hallway.
Oh, we're still in the hallway.
We're still in the hallway.
Gotcha. Where's the skull in relation then? Gold skull?
In the secret
South.
room that you just came through.
Oh. I would say we leave that one. Just for a little bit.
If we find any skull-shaped indentations in the wall, we'll at least know where it is.
Right, we can come back for it if we need it. That sounds like the cautious option, and therefore the one that I condone.
Very good plan. I like your moxie.
I like your moxie.
I would have had someone pick it up for me. No need carrying it myself.
Hold on, what's that guy's name?
Was
Papazotl.
Oh my god, Papa Zottle, can you shut up for 2 minutes?
Wally's gonna sneak north and check out the room there.
Cool. You sneak north. You don't need to actually roll for any sneakage. A 4-columned portico juts out from the far wall, beneath which a stone sarcophagus rests in a wall recess. 4 ceramic frog masks hang in niches around the sarcophagus. Beneath the masks, humanoid bones are strewn around across the floor. To the east, a large carving of a tentacled frog monster squats above a shrine. Offerings lie on a shelf before it. 4 rectangular frescoes adorn the adjacent walls.
Walls of history, tell all.
So I get the feeling like this is for Kubazon?
That is the froghemoth. No
Oh
need for
shit!
him.
Papa
Just-
Zottle fucking hates this guy!
Yeah, just leave him behind. No need for him.
I just told you to shut up.
You can't make me.
Are you okay, Baz? Good.
Ubawaka does tell you that those masks look like they're probably trouble. I wouldn't bother putting them on. Hey,
I was suggesting that we should.
I know,
LB.
Wongo. You want me to put the masks on?
Clang, clang, clang.
I know you're sad, Wongo.
So sad. Bat Gnome, do you have your telepathic link open with your with Ace right now?
Yeah.
Every time you open it up, you can just hear Nang Nang begging
It's like,
for.
oh god.
Nang Nang's just always begging to grab the shinies. Look, there's gold on that offering table. Take the shinies. Take the shinies. Take the shinies.
Good thing my will over this imp is stronger than his.
Yeah. What'd you guys like to do?
So the masks are in the alcoves,
Mm-hmm.
and they are frog masks.
And they are frog masks.
Frogs.
Frog.
Frog.
And there are 4 frescoes showing different scenes on the walls around this shrine.
Ooh.
4 masks, 4 frescoes.
Nights in the courtyard for frescoes.
What did the scenes depict?
All right. So, on the first one, a frog-like behemoth uses its tentacles to help the Omuan people knock down a mighty statue. In the foreground, an old woman wearing a frog mask tosses 5 coins from her hand as though sowing seeds. On the next one, a frog-like behemoth wraps its tentacles around a giant crocodile as Omuan hunters stab the crocodile with their spears. In the foreground, an old man wearing a frog mask holds a bug up to his open mouth. On the next one, a frog-like behemoth with 4 Omuan hunters riding on its back find a small boy in the jungle. The hunters seem elated. In the foreground, a young woman wearing a frog mask holds a knife in one hand and a headless chicken in the other. And in the last one, a frog-like behemoth wallows in a shallow pool as Omuans offer it urns of food and treasures as tribute. Cracks in the fresco obscure the head of the human figure in the foreground, but you can see it grasps a lit candle.
Well, the walls of history tell all.
5 gold coins, a bug, a head of a chicken, and tribute.
Where are we supposed to get a chicken?
On the
Looking at one right now, Baz. Fight me.
Baz is very smart and powerful. He is not afraid.
What's an ALB? Short for Little Big Gnome.
Wouldn't there be a G? Like an L if it was for little big gnome.
Turns to the frog masks on the pillars.
Yeah, there are 4 frog masks in here. Also, on that shrine, there is a few items. There is a small stone statuette of a frog hemoth. There is a copper bowl containing rat bones. There's a couple of dead cockroaches. There is a mostly burnt down green candle, and a couple gold coins loosely scattered on the shrine.
Someone here's gonna have to eat a bug.
I'll do it. I've done
Yeah,
worse.
I knew you would. I knew I could count on you, Wally. Is that Wongo getting you to do that, or would you have done that before the monkey in the head?
I got stranded down in the desert once. I had to do what I needed to do to survive.
Bugs are full of protein.
Bugs are full of protein.
It's true.
Just make sure you bite the scorpion without the stinger on. That'll mess you up some fierce.
What would you guys like to do?
Drink cactus juice. It'll quench you.
It'll quench
It's the
ya.
quenchiest.
So we need a chicken, a bug, 5 coins, and then just
Statue.
stuff, tribute for statue.
There's a statue right here. The first fresco depicts him knocking over the statue, right?
Yes, but in the foreground is someone throwing the coins.
Okay. So
I'm
coins.
guessing we're gonna have to wear the masks while we do this.
Yes.
Yeah.
Coins, bug, headless chicken, and the last one was the person holding a lit candle.
Well,
I'm guessing we wear each mask, hold each item in front of each fresco, and see what happens.
we can try.
Okay,
All
what
right.
do you want to do?
I'll throw the coins.
Bugs.
I'm confused as to what we're supposed to do with the chicken.
Blood sacrifice.
If you want to try to make a survival or
I could do
insight
survival.
check would
Insight.
also probably work here.
All right, I'll do an insight then. 19.
Oh, yeah, easy. You examine this fresco a little more, and then also look at what's already on the table, and you realize that there's a chicken in the fresco and there's rat bones in this bowl.
Mhm.
It seems like any living sacrifice would do.
Baz's eyes trail to the imp.
Nah, that won't work. He'll just pop to a different plane.
I'm sorry. We need a blood sacrifice.
I mean, something's gotta die.
Don't you have a small creature on you?
Oh no. Sorry, I just realized. Someone else died in the chest with Rinrin.
That's what you think.
Oh, is he okay?
You feel movement amongst your armor, and lo and behold, Lord Finkelton's just been hiding out amongst your armor for a while now.
What? How'd you get here, Lord Finkelton?
Squeak, squeak.
Squeak, squeak, motherfucker.
Squeak, squeak. motherfucker.
Lord Finkelton does what he needs to survive.
Did you really not notice him? He's been on you for quite some time.
Just poke Lord Finkelton back into his clothes. We're not going to use Lord Finkelton.
All right. So I can.
Tesh thinks to himself that only leaves one true option. Just invisibly again looks towards Hassan.
Hassan is inspecting the mural.
Just
Yeah,
Okay, question.
sure.
if I sacrifice the giant constrictor snake, it just turns back into a staff.
Mm-hmm.
Would that count?
What does I mean? It counts as a beast right now, right?
Yeah.
I would argue the familiar would work as well, but I feel less bad about the constrictor snake.
Well, I
If
guess
you want to, if you want to try it,
Well, that also it destroys the item.
does it?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
if
when
the
the
Uh,
snake hits
the
zero
staff then
HP.
shatters and is destroyed.
Mm.
It's a very I kind of don't want to do that, but I will sacrifice my imp if I have to.
It's either him or Lord Finkelton.
The snake.
Rin comes back. Where is Lord Finkelton?
Did he not survive?
made-
I sent
I made
him
sure-
out with you guys when I went in the box because I was worried.
It's okay, Rin. He's on a farm upstate.
Oh, that's so nice.
It's okay, Rin. It's quiet uptown.
He likes it uptown.
So
I'm
what
gonna.
would you guys like to do?
I'll pull Ace out. Well,
Hard
buddy, we're
feeling.
in this position again. It looks like I'm gonna have to take you out.
He shrugs. This isn't the first time.
Azrael takes out a knife and like points
Whoop,
it at his throat. Ready?
Yeah, let's do this.
Don't
Here you
forget
go.
the mask. Boop. Frog masks on. And
Baz,
Frog masks engaged.
Baz hesitates at the frog mask and he's like, I can
I
do
told you
this.
you shouldn't put
It's
it
fine.
on.
It's fine. Masks
Just-
are my thing.
just-
I can do this.
Just make the other guy do it. Yes, make the other guy do it.
Fucking mask on.
All right.
coins.
Cool.
Go in order. Bugs, right?
I mean, that's. the
I thought
order
it was
looks
chicken,
like.
then bug, then sacrifice.
It's 1, 2, 3, 4. Money, bug, chicken, candle.
I'll do the candle.
Give me a sleight of hand check to try and salvage the wick on this candle. It's pretty burned down.
All right, I should be good at that.
Do we just
I
need
save,
a
cursing my
candle?
roll. 16.
Okay, yeah, you can kind of dig out the wick and get a
Oh.
little bit.
I mean, I should have.
And do you have a way to light the candle?
I have candles in my adventuring gear. I have one candle in my adventuring gear. And I guess that doesn't matter if I don't have any way to light it.
Artist would have a way to light it
Okay.
as a human
Does he?
man.
As a human man, he needs to light things. Yeah.
I have a
he'll
tinderbox.
Yeah, you have a way to light it.
I'll use the tinderbox.
Wally, you chomp down on. You just take a cockroach off of the desk and chomp down.
Yeah.
Happy Halloween, everyone.
I don't know what's worse, that it's dry or I'm eating a cockroach right now.
Do you straight up fully kill Ace?
My imp?
Yeah. All right. Cool.
It
Uh,
probably
Stab him
only-
through the throat. You guys just watch him. He's like, they
Well-
they both nod at each other, and he just like takes his head and his knife and like
It's a living.
Not anymore.
it's a quick death.
Yeah. And then Baz, you light your candle. As you guys do this, the sarcophagus, there's a click as it unlocks and slides open.
Cool. Wally head over and check it out.
Inside are a ton of bones because frog hemoths are huge. There's a ton of frog hemoth bones in there. And there are a set of bracers inside. And a rotting leather quiver with a bunch of brittle arrows in it.
All right, big guy, come on. And he'll reach in.
Wait.
What?
Wait. Because we can only get the blessings the once. Should we think about this before we grabs things?
I veto myself, and I'm not gonna have Papa Zodel and whatever that thing is arguing in my head.
I'm down to hold 2 for the time being.
Oh, which one is this? What is he going to do?
He's
For
the frog hemoth.
Well, Papa Zoddle is a dick, so
The-
I'm guessing he's probably fine. And look, all these pictures of him helping people.
Also, we had to sacrifice something to get this, so
Does Ace just like dissolve into dust when you kill him after you kill him?
basically
Rip.
Just burns away. And then he starts setting out like incense and stuff to like resummon him.
Yeah.
All right. Well. All right, Wally. I guess feel free.
he'll take the quiver first, and toss them over to Baz. And then he'll grab the bracers.
Cool. The bracers glow as watery light ripples across the walls. A monstrous tentacled shadow rises from the sarcophagus, and the air fills with the stench of a swamp. A rumbling voice echoes through the tomb. You are brave to summon me. Together we will crush the Undying One. And Kubazan hops on in because I'm assuming you let him.
Yeah.
However, Kubazan and Wongo need to have a roll-off. I'll make Kubazan red and Wongo...
Can I give Kubazan advantage? Like, I'm trying to kick Wongo out?
Unfortunately, it says that you can do nothing about this.
Damn.
Well, that's good news for you, because you want Kubazan, as he rolled in that 20, and Wongo rolled a 19.
Oh! There's like an incredibly badass scene inside of his head. If this was an anime, it'd be an entire episode, this whole fight.
Oh, no, it's like the shadows on the wall depict like a screaming monkey jumping at a frog hemoth and then just tentacles.
Tentacles.
It was a firefight.
Hell yeah.
It's a fire.
Anybody taste copper?
I will
Nose
send
starts bleeding.
this to you. However, go ahead and change your stats, because now you have a 23 in strength.
Jesus.
Holy shit.
Hey, Indoor, can I get this on Monday?
Kubazan, the froggy myth, is wild and spirited. While inhabited by Kubazan, however, you gain the flaw that you are fearless and not afraid to take great risks.
Great.
So instead of
Nothing's changed.
being reckless, now you're just fearless.
There's a difference between fearless and reckless.
Yeah.
Wally
but-
raises a knuckle for a tentacle to slap it.
Yep. High five. He boasts greatly about crushing that little bitty monkey and how he looks forward to crushing things with you. Big, strong boy. Anyway, what would you guys like to do now?
If he was an Animal Crossing character, he'd have the jock personality.
He would.
There's another set of...
Yo, Backbeat, you're looking swole as shit.
It's the Spider-Man glow up.
There's a
Yeah, there was another
double set of doors, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go check that out.
All right.
Cool. You head back down into this hallway and check the double doors. They are not locked. Inside, 10 feet from the doors, a thick tapestry curtain hangs from wall to wall. Its embroidery shows a scene of merriment, nobles feasting around a banquet table, a roast boar on a platter, and servants pouring wine.
I'm out. Is this a theater? Mama warned me about theaters.
It does kind of look like a theater. These curtains, or this curtain, just kind of like looks like a stage.
Huh. I don't like this.
I think it's wonderful. Honestly, the upholstery is top tier for it being so deep underground.
Did I get to summon familiar?
How long does that take?
It's like an
Like
hour.
10
isn't it?
minutes?
Yeah, an hour.
Oh, did you guys want to take a short rest back in that other room?
We could.
That's not a bad idea for a warlock.
Well, I
haven't
can't do
used any
that. Well, we
spells,
could
right?
if we want to wait 2 hours, I can take a short rest as well. I have things that I can do. It's not a huge deal if I don't have my
familiar.
spells. My
You'll
second
just have to
level, or my
take
fifth level
advantage
spells.
of picking back up your familiar later, I think.
Mhm.
I see
Okay.
no reason not to.
Not to wait or not to go.
Not to summon your familiar.
Okay. I will do that.
All right. You stick around for an hour. You did pick up those bracers from the Kubazon sarcophagus. If anyone wants to roll like an Arcana check, you can try and figure out what they do before you try to attune to them. Wally also picked up a staff of striking earlier, so, or at least that's
We
what
gave
you
that
guys
staff
figured it was.
to
No, we gave the Ikalwa to your boy Flint.
Right.
Yeah, I don't. The staff of striking isn't in my inventory unless I just didn't put it in.
You might not have put it in yet.
I thought that you gave the staff to Azrael.
No, we gave him the.
Azrael mage handed the staff over.
Yeah.
And then you hand it off to, after Azrael did a little bit of Arcana check, he figured out that it is likely a staff of striking.
Why not give it to Hassan so that he has something that he can attack with?
Let me see. Notes.
Well, staffs really aren't my thing anymore. I don't want to run into combat and get myself killed.
He also has like a +0 to strength.
Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba. So anyone want to check out the bracers?
Anyone have anybody smarter than me?
I am not skilled in Arcana,
Neither am I.
but I can do my damnedest. Actually,
I am, but I assume I'm
busy.
busy.
Yeah. You are busy.
Artis, is Flint trained in Arcana? I don't know why he would be.
No, he's not. I mean, Artis is intelligent.
Artis is familiar with magic things. He's adventured.
He's an adventurer.
Yeah.
He could give it. Let's let him give it a shot.
An 8.
8 total, or
Yep.
8 plus?
No,
his-
8 total.
Nice. You got me.
I've never seen gauntlets like this before in my life.
They look like armor. So anything you guys do during your hour of waiting around for Ace to return to the world of the living?
Wally's gonna try out the staff, just spinning it.
Yeah, I mean it's a finely weighted staff. Let's see. Let me go back and get the actual description of it. Hold on. I mean, what was it? I think it had like a sculpture of a goat head on the end of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that not the one that we were making jokes about, where it's all written in it's got an inscription on it. It's written in Minotaur. It says, "This is for
Yes.
you, Rin Rin."
This is the jokes we were
Love
making
Tyler.
because.
All right, guys, come on.
Yeah. I mean, it seems like a good staff. Cool. Anything else?
Just waiting.
Yeah. I think Tesh is probably like watching the lady in the ghost lantern dance and just like doing figure drawing.
Oh, all right.
Just like a reference sheet of poses.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. We'll say that your familiar is summoned, and we continue back to where we were at those double doors in the menagerie here, with that one veil curtain with intricate scene on it. What would you guys like to do?
Now, what was the scene of?
The scene was that of merriment, nobles feasting around a banquet table on a roast boar on a platter, and servants pouring wine.
Why would this be here?
Perhaps it is to party.
We might get stuck here in the party, and maybe that's the danger. Otherwise, maybe it's like a don't eat the food situation.
Whose tomb would this be? Whose area?
I think there are any boar gods.
I don't.
Is this a tomb?
I mean,
Whose tomb is this?
like you said, there's no boar-based tricksters.
Hmm.
Unless you consider that being Asian, because she's such a boar. Am I right? No, just me.
I just got the joke out of character. I was all like, that's not an insult that people make.
What would you guys like to do? There is a curtain in front of you. Otherwise, you can go back the way you came, past the Tomb Guardians, or back through the secret door.
Secret door, and then
Secret tunnel.
go back to the center room, and from the center room go south.
Yep. Essentially, that's what you can do to get around those Tomb Guardians so you don't have to deal with them.
Okay.
Down.
Consensus?
Yes.
It's law. That's what you guys do. It takes about like 5 minutes to retrace your steps, and you go through those secret doors. You pass the skull as Flint looks at it, mouth watering, but he decides to not tempt fate. And you guys end up going up some stairs and then back down into the main hallway, which kind of reeks of wine right now. You are on the main landing, and you can go to the corridor that has not been traveled, because Azrael explains what's to the north. In fact, if you look through that mask on the north side, you can see the final moments of a dwarf over and over again, because that's where he died. And it just records his death as you peer into that room, and it tells you how the trap works.
It's horrifying.
And there is a staircase down to the next level, or this hallway down to the south.
South hallway. South hallway. South hallway.
South hallway.
This hallway goes left and right. To the right is another area that Azrael has traveled through. That's where the water wall is, and beyond that is a small crawlway that he's used to get some catnaps in. There is another crawlway that leaves that catnap room, but he never explored that. Otherwise, to the left, the hallway ends abruptly, but just to the side is another small crawlway.
Would you like me to go through the crawlway?
Which one?
The small one.
Both pretty small.
To left.
By left and right, I mean west and east.
So it would be on our right.
It would be on your right, yes.
To the
If
west.
you're facing south. It's only a
Oh,
little
I
bit
see.
confusing. Don't worry about it.
So I have told them that I've explored the area
Yeah.
that I've explored.
Yes.
Which is
you
to
guys
the
had
east.
like a full long rest together, so you've had time to discuss a little bit of things.
I would say let's go to the area that you've mostly already explored. At least then it's familiar territory.
Yes, but the traps have reset by now, and I don't know what we have to gain from going in there.
Got the tomb that was in there, correct?
Yes, that's how I got this voice in my head.
Gotta go fast.
All right.
Is it literally just Sonic the Hedgehog inside your head?
A little
Basically.
bit.
You're too slow!
Chili
Come on, let's
dogs!
go. Ah,
Nice in the
I need-
courtyard.
Yeah.
all right.
Okay.
No, I
Uh,
have something.
Okay.
Wally will motion to the crawl space to our west. By all means, Mr. Az.
I shall venture forward
Cool.
cautiously,
Cautiously, you venture through this small crawlway.
recklessly. I touched
ahead-
the car that didn't belong to me.
It turns sharply to the left, and then ahead of you, the face of a snarling minotaur is etched into a sheet of iron that bisects the crawlway.
Wait, really?
Don't worry, there's a lot more minotaurs.
Fucking!
He told you it would come up.
I was never lying to you. Its eyes have been cut out, letting you see through the sheet, beyond which the tunnel continues onward. It's about like a 1-inch thick sheet of iron that is blocking this crawl space.
I'm sorry, I have a question. Do we know how many tombs are on each of these levels?
You don't know how many tombs are on each level, but you do know that you have, I think, 2 tombs left.
Yeah, there are 2
Yeah.
clues that we haven't used on this level yet.
Is there two clues you haven't used?
I think there's only one.
There might.
Yeah.
Well, maybe there's only one. Hold on.
Right the gods you haven't used.
Have we already done Vulture as the first step?
That
As-
was Ijin's tomb. You know there are 2 tombs left, but just because there are clues doesn't necessarily mean there's a tomb there.
Right. So, just give me one more time what's in front of me.
It is a iron sheet blocking the way, a sheet of metal, and it has a snarling minotaur face on it. Its eyes are cut out so you can actually see through it, where the crawlway continues.
Gotta knock
Alright.
it out if you want.
Knock out what?
Sheet. Don't look too thick.
Did you join me in here?
She's just hunched over top of you.
Just
I thought we all
funny.
crawled through.
No.
No,
It's
He
No.
followed it.
We
followed
sent the
Azrael.
new guy.
because you're fearless. So Wally's head just like zoop over Azrael's.
Looking at the sheet, you do think that it could slide up into the ceiling.
All right. Mage hand.
All right, cool.
Is it-
You cast Mage Hand, but your Mage Hand does not have enough force to budge this.
Can I reach over him and like bowling ball
Oh, can
style
you not? God damn it.
fingers through the eye hole and just like start slowly raising it?
Cool. Make a strength check. Or athletics.
That's hilarious. 28.
Cool.
Amazing.
Like it's nothing. Just kind of slide it up. And as you slide it up, just where you just think you can't get it, just because the eye holes are all the way up there, it kind of locks into place. But you can feel there is some like stored resistance. And as it locks into place, you can tell that the bottom edge is kind of sharp.
Ah, that ain't good.
What?
I suggest you crawl through while I have this up because it's spring loaded.
Mr. Wall. I call you Mr. Wall.
My friends call me Wally, but sure.
Can I trust you not to leave me behind?
I'd leave you behind. You're part of a party.
You did not answer my question, which concerns me.
He has that was an honest tone. Like, why would I leave you behind? But
Right, I know.
no, I wouldn't leave you behind.
All right. Please don't drop that on me. And he combat rolls forward.
Cool. You combat roll through this this crawlway, and Wally continues holding it, but Wally, you don't feel the resistance really release at all.
Hey, Mr. Az, I'm gonna let it go real quick just to see what happens.
Concerning, but all right.
He's gonna give it like a arm's length berth and then just slide his fingers out.
Cool. It holds position.
Ah, no, I don't like that at all.
I'm going
And
to continue
as you
forward.
have that thought, it snaps closed.
His
Looks
ears-
back through the eyes.
while he's holding his ears. That was really loud.
Sorry.
Well, I will continue forward then. Dun, dun 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 dun.
And under his breath, Wally says psych and leaves. No.
No. As you continue through the crawlway and you get into another short hallway. This hallway goes left and right. To your left, if you're facing south, there's another crawlway built into that end, at that dead end. To the right, you see a square hole in the floor where there's light coming out of, but you also see a dent in the wall. The wall's solid stone, but you remember when Wally's hit the wall with his mace, might have just dislodged some rocks on this side.
So been here before. Mr. Wally.
Yeah.
This leads back to the corridor near the spiral staircase.
Not exactly. This is beyond that wall. You can't see through it, so it's a one-way mirror or whatever, a one-way wall. The Tomb Guardian was standing there looking into here, presumably waiting to throw that lever.
Oh, I see. But we are right back towards where the...
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
You're at the bit in that picture of room 38A. You're in 38B. So in that hallway that could lead down into the cylinder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. There's more areas over here. Should I explore or wait for everyone?
Wait. I think everyone should. And I'll be right back. Crawl.
And as you're waiting there, Azrael, this hallway is kind of lined with that purple mold, and another eye like pops out and just like watches you intently, and another one pops out and watches you intently, and they look at each other and they look at you and they disappear.
Concerning.
All right, so Mr. Az scouted up ahead. It's that other room past the golem that was by the lever. There is a trap inside that tunnel that'll come down on you if you're not quick enough, but it lifts pretty easy. So if any of y'all have something to jam up in the sides, I think that'd be great.
Don't believe I do.
Standard like Dungeoneer's kit comes with like iron spikes, right?
Could I use a crowbar?
Oh shoot, I am the rogue, aren't I?
Do you have a way? I guess, how big is your crowbar?
I have a
Crowbar's like what, 2 feet, 3 feet?
You could find a way, like you could hold it in place,
and then let the trap come down on it, basically.
Yeah.
Pitons. I have pitons.
Yeah, pitons would work. You could like hammer them into the wall so that they hold it in place.
String.
All right. So, Mr. Baz, I'm gonna hold this trap up that's in there, and you hammer in the pins.
Okay. Yeah, I could probably.
Unless, Mr. Tesh, you don't mind.
I've kind of got some training with this sort of thing.
All right.
Cool. You go and do that. Wally, just make another strength check to lift it up.
I hammer in some
God, I
pitons.
love this buff. 29.
Yeah, obviously. You are able to hold it in, and Baz hammers in some batons to hold it in place, and you carefully watch as a minute passes and the latches release, and it slams into these batons and holds position.
Nice.
Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba. Quack.
You've outsmarted them.
Until tomorrow, anyway.
You've done it again.
Baz kind of like wiggles them a little bit, and he's like, "Yeah, those aren't going anywhere."
And it slams.
Do you all continue through to the hallway?
Yeah, that seems
Cool.
right.
Your options are down into that hole in the ground or a small crawlway to the east.
Isn't the hole in the ground a bad time?
Wasn't?
Could be.
Don't you mean to the south?
Didn't
Yes.
it looked like straight up was a trap, right? From when we were in the secret stairwell.
Mm-hmm. you make a, I guess, insight check. Anyone who's interested?
Nat one. Tesh is just, I think this was a trap, but I can't be
Fairly
sure.
certain that's a
Was
trap.
this a juicer?
My passive insight.
Is,
I
like,
have a feat.
ridiculous, right?
Well, 17.
My
Yeah.
passive insight is also 17.
Investigation.
All right. You guys are pretty sure that that trap is Tomb Guardian activated.
Gotcha.
That's why that guy was just kind of waiting there to throw the lever.
We did take him out.
No. Well, then it's probably safe.
It's probably fine.
Safer than if there was someone there to throw the lever.
Hey Tyler, could I swing my Outlander feat Wanderer? It says I have an excellent memory for maps and geography, and I can
Yeah.
always recall the general layout of terrain settlements and other features.
You
Yeah,
have
absolutely.
that, and I'm the one making the maps.
I mean, Wally's
You
got
wanted to.
Wally's
I-
got to be helping, like, point out differences on the map every now and then. Like, he's got to be.
Yeah,
Yeah.
of course.
Why'd you leave the
Oh.
map up on the table? You wanted to.
You wanted to.
Wow. We're gonna need to go on a break here in a second, but just want to know which way you guys are planning on going.
Into the hole? Into the hole?
Wally, what did you want to use your Wanderer feat for?
Oh, just to recall this is where the Tomb Guardian was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you
Okay.
can see the dent you left in the wall.
Into the hole.
Into the hole.
Into the hole,
Into
and
the
you,
hole we have to go.
you fall into a kind of let yourselves down into this cylindrical type of room. And had you not taken care of that Tomb Guardian, he would have locked you all in, and you would have tumbled around and faced a really deadly trap. But instead, you come up to a door that is unlocked, and beyond it is a room with stuff inside of it. That's Give me 1 second to scroll through. A 15-foot wide, 15-foot deep pit dominates this chamber. At the bottom of the pit, an 8-foot tall clay figure stands motionless beside a stone treasure chest. A silver key hangs from a cord around the figure's neck. 2 9-foot tall stone statues stand atop plinths on either side of the pit. A third plinth against the south wall stands empty. One of the statue depicts a hooded and bearded male figure with his left hand held high, index finger pointed up. The other portrays an armored male knight with his gauntleted right hand extended, its palm facing inward toward the knight.
I look up.
There is a ceiling there.
Okay.
Curse of Strahd ruined you.
I am Curse of Strahd.
To the west is a passageway leading out, and to the east, Baz, you spy there's a secret door there.
Secret door.
Secret door.
Baz says.
Inside your head, Papazotl starts droning on. Just, well, there's an empty plinth. Tell someone to stand on it. It must be empty for a reason. And then Tesh, Moa, starts talking to you, and it's like, well, that looks like a clay golem, and those can only be attacked by or hurt by adamantium or magic weapons. I'd be careful with that one.
And Tesh will let his party know about the information that Moa has just given him.
And I think in this room is a good enough place as any to go for a break.
Yeah, so I would like to say thank you, Tyler, for running this game. We are going to try and be back in 5 to 10 minutes. So don't go no place unless it's to grab a food, grab a drink, grab a friend, or possibly go to indooradventure.redbubble.com. Pick yourself up something nice, and we'll see you guys shortly. All right, everybody. See you soon. Hello, everybody, and welcome. We have returned to our Tomb of Annihilation game. Before we continue very much further, there were a few things that we wanted to cover about our short rest. So, Tyler.
Cool. The first thing is RJ realized that the Staff of Striking requires attunement. So he was going to use that time then to attune to the Staff of Striking and took away that Mace of Terror for another time. In fact, somebody else could use that if they wanted to.
Could I give it to Tesh to attune to? Because it says while holding it, so you don't need to use it to expend the charges to make something fearful of you.
Tesh is a scary boy.
So it runs off a different AC. It's 15 on wisdom.
I think that's actually better than my spell save.
And it's each creature of your choice within 30 feet.
Yeah, so it's like my aura.
Yeah.
Yes, but you look to Tesh, retcon during this
Yes.
short rest, and you're thinking about giving him this Mace of Terror. But he was staring deeply and intently into the ghost lantern, watching the shadows play along the wall. And then he noticed a shadow amongst those shadows, something that grew larger and larger, and it was originating from his sword. And as this shadow grew larger and larger, you realized it took on the form of a dragon. And you swear you could hear a voice that you've wanted to hear for so long whisper to you that the prophecy must be fulfilled.
2 centuries I have waited for this day.
Return the slab.
Tesh will nod and kind of say openly to the shadow that I agree. There are things that are preventing me from doing that, however.
And the voice urges, your curse will suffer. You will suffer your curse no more.
And Tesh's eyes just open, like, to the big smile that he gets, and just, thank you, Great One.
Do not fail.
Oh, I will not. Not under your guidance. And he is just like looking at this rapier now, so very happy with himself.
We should be. Look at you.
And he will take the rest of his short rest to make this weapon his pact weapon.
Good plan.
Motherfucking Hexblade!
Yes.
Ooh. Another small retcon. You see Wally kind of pull out his pistol, look at it, pull out some tinkering tools, and affix his dagger to the barrel like a bayonet.
Nice.
And kind of one hand staff, one hand pistol, bayonet, and like, tuck.
Very cool.
Nice. That works for me. Cool. And then we shoot on forward to you guys being in this room with these 2 statues lording over this pit in the ground. There's a chest down there and a clay golem with a key around its neck. And there is one empty plinth also in this room. There are 2 additional exits to the west and a secret door to the east.
Well, if golems go on plinths, we should put it on the plinth.
Yeah, blink.
Would we have to lure it there? Like perhaps stand on the other side of the empty plinth and then throw a rock at it?
Baz just kind of like snaps his fingers at it and waves.
No reaction.
Alright.
We could try.
Probably gonna attack us when we go down in that pit, isn't it?
I believe so. We could also try and... How deep is this pit?
15 feet.
Tesh will reach up with the ghost lantern and a mage hand appears.
Cool.
We could try and unlock the chest while it's down there. It looks like it would have a difficult time trying to climb up. If it animates, we can just simply attack it from here.
Alright. No, that sounds good.
And mage hand down to try and grab the key, lift the key up, then into chest.
All right. When you go to send the mage hand down into this pit, because you summon the mage hand up next to you, it actually encounters a invisible force field. at the mouth of the pit. Simple enough. You can see past the force field, so you can summon the
Mage hand.
mage hand beyond it. But a wall of force seems to be protecting the top of this pit.
Mage hand through it.
Mage hand through it, and you send the mage hand down, lift the key off of the golem, and unlock the chest, and it springs open. And inside there are two small 1-inch diameter glass or crystal balls, one pale green and the other pink. As Azrael, you recognize these because they're similar to the other 5 crystal balls that you have.
Interesting. I have, and he pulls out the other crystals that he has. I have these. Would they be useful here?
If Wally were to just take the quarterstaff by the butt and kind of press down, does he get resistance on the?
Yeah. So correct me if I'm wrong, but wall of force is just like a force field. You can't pass through it. And you can just stand on top of it.
Baz is gonna walk around the edge of the pit. He's gonna go over to the plinth and kind of examine it, see if there's any I don't know, fucking flame jets or anything surrounding it.
Roll a perception check.
Trapdoors, gears, rocks. 15.
15, but you have a passive of 21. You don't notice anything off about this plinth. You do notice, though, as you walk around the pit, that the plinths that the 2 statues are standing on top of look like they can rotate.
Huh. I'll point that out. Are all the plinths identical, or does this one look different?
This one looks different.
It's clay,
Well,
like the golem, right?
I don't think it's specifically clay. It's just not. First of all, it doesn't look like you could rotate something on it, as the other 2 statues' plinths are.
Could stand on that other one.
And anyone who's interested can make a religion check.
A religion check, you say?
Yes, paladin religion.
Good at this. Alrighty. Tesh, don't fail me now.
I rolled a 14.
That is... I have to reopen Tesh. Because I was looking at Warlock's stuff. I'm so sorry. Oh, a 16. I'm not trained in religion. I'm just really devout.
You sure are. I think both of you are looking at these statues. After you mage hand open that chest, you're just kind of also looking around the room. You look at the one on the left, and realize that it is Azuth, the god of wizardry. Meanwhile, Azrael, you look at the one to the right. It is Torm, the god of courage and self-sacrifice.
Torm. I thought these were all the trickster gods.
Right, the gods.
Torm is not one of the trickster gods, right?
No. No.
Does this... Do you think that has anything to do with these gods?
I don't think it has... It's necessarily to do with this particular trap puzzle.
The wizard is the one that's pointing up.
Yes. The wizard is pointing up, and I mean, they both have their hands raised.
And they're both facing each other?
Yes.
Which one is okay? Which one is where? The west one is
West one is Azuth, the god of wizardry, and the right one is Torm.
okay.
Do these guys have any special interactions with each other, or just random gods?
Well, one is the god of magic, and then the other is, well, a god of magic, and the other is god of like endurance and duty.
We never. I mean, it can't be.
What?
No, RJ's thinking, there's the fighter, the wizard, you just need the rogue. Is
Baz climbs on the plinth.
Okay.
See anything?
You climb on top of the pit plinth. Papazaddle's like, no, not you, you fool. Send someone else on this.
You know what? Fuck you, Papazodal. Normally I wouldn't do this sort of thing because it's dangerous, but I'm doing this just to fuck with you.
But you stand on the plinth and nothing happens yet.
Yet. Oh god. I hate that.
I'll go stand on the other one.
Oh, it's just this one that's open, and then the other two have the statues on them.
Oh
And
shit.
Baz pointed out that they look like they can rotate.
Oh,
Baz walks up and he jumps down off the plinth and then tries to rotate them.
All right. Which one do you try to rotate?
Well, the wizard is the one that's pointing up, right?
Yes.
Tries to point him down.
Well, you just can rotate him side to side.
Yeah. I mean, sorry, point him so that he's facing south, is what I meant to say.
Cool. That would be turning him right.
Mm-hmm.
So as you turn him to the right, let's see. Yep, that counts. You turn him to the right, and the clay golem stops being down in the bottom and starts being on top of that plinth.
Ha!
Roll initiative. Oh, actually, we're keeping your guys' initiative from before. First is probably going to be Azrael, because this thing rolled like a 13.
okie dokie. Azrael's going to say, huh?
no, Wally just as it pops,
Turn the other one to the right. And he's going to move so that he is as far away from this thing as possible and Eldritch Blast it.
Sorry. Go for it.
That's a 17 to hit
That'll hit.
for 6 force damage.
Cool.
And a 14 to hit.
That'll match.
Okay. So,
You could still do half damage.
okay, I'll give the next hit advantage.
Next attack advantage against it. Cool. Tesh, you saw that turning Azuth, the god of wizardry, to the right caused this thing to pop up onto that plinth. Your mage hand is still below, with the chest open, kind of just hanging out. There are 2 crystal balls in there. What would you like to do?
Turn Azuth the other way.
I'll say
Right
that
the gods.
I'll say
Right
that
the gods.
when Baz turned him to the right,
Oh.
it was spring loaded and it snapped back into position.
Gotcha.
after teleporting it up.
You know what? Tesh is not good at puzzles. I'm not good at puzzles. There's an enemy here.
Yeah.
I'm gonna focus on that. So Tesh is going to level his rapier at the at this duder, and he is going to cast, or not cast, but he is going to use his Hexblade's Curse against the golem. So he levels his rapier, and as he uses this Hexblade's curse, there is like, it's like a pseudo dragon size. Like it's like if Summerwise's shadow just blasted off of his blade,
Aw.
makes contact with the golem, and then you just see it kind of like envelop them, and then you can see their shadow like on the creature's shadow, but not on them directly.
Nice.
As
that.
I use a wee little Kyber to do that, and then he's
Dragon.
going to rush up, and he is going to swing with his sword.
You have advantage.
Hooray! I'm just glad I had it. That is, just want to check to make sure it doesn't add any of that to hit. Still new. Yeah, just a damage rolls. So I miss with my first attack.
Really?
Yes. Unless a 16.
Yeah, a 16
Oh,
hits.
sweet. Okay, then I hit him. I hit him real good, see? And I'm going to put a second level smite into this.
Beautiful.
That was the wrong dice. So for the rapier, for smite. Okay, so that is 14 points of magical piercing damage, and then
Cool.
14 points of radiant.
Amazing.
Okay, second attack. Do I have advantage
All
on
right.
this one?
You do not?
Okay, cool. Ha! That's a 19 on the die, which with my Hexblade's curse on that fool means it's a critical. So,
Yes, it does.
all right, it's crit stabbing time, and hey, guess what? That's another second level spell slot for a
48.
smite.
Just burn them.
I mean, you kind of have to at that
You are
point.
contractually obligated by law.
Yes. Okay, so 4d8 from the smite, 2d8 from the stab.
That's 68, boys. You
Okay.
got yourself a stew going.
Or no, that's a good way. Okay, so 4 plus 8, so 12 points of magical piercing damage. And then that is for 11, 19, 26, 32, 35 points of radiant.
Oh, nice.
Okay, that's it. That's my bonus action in action.
Beautiful. That was a turn. Artis is up.
Fuck, Artist is gonna run up and stab a body. First swing, 21
Hits.
for 8 points.
Cool.
24, 8
Hits.
points. And 15?
Hits.
Damn, for 7.
16. 23.
23. Yep.
Jesus Christ, guys. That was a lot of damage so far, and now it's Wally's turn.
Is Artist using a non-magic weapon, or is he using bookmark?
Bookmark.
He's using bookmark.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm
bookmark's a
gonna
magic weapon.
swing for the fences, double-handing the staff.
Hell yeah.
17 to hit.
Yes.
I will expend 2 charges to deal an extra 2d6
And this is
force
what type of
damage.
All right.
16 magical bludgeoning, 6 force.
Cool. Ow.
And then another one. That's a natural 20.
All right. Just go ahead. Don't put any extra charges into it because it had 5 hit points left.
Oh. Yeah, it's 17. But I think Wally does like 3 quick hits, backflips away, and he double fists the staff, and it'll fling forward and hit the golem.
Mm-hmm.
There's a shadow tentacle that comes up and whips it back to him.
Nice. Beautiful. And
Sick.
all of that attacking causes this golem to shatter its clay bits all about the room. Wally, what does your fur normally look like?
It's pure
Like,
white.
are you
like a
normally
cottontail.
covered, like you're covered in white fur, or is that
No,
when
that's
you-
his when he's what's it?
Shifted.
When he's shifted, he's covered in white fur.
All right. After like this magnificent display and the tentacle comes back, you take a look at the back of your hands, and they've got this like coarse yellow fur on them.
Hey, Mr. Flint,
What's up?
you're more experienced in like lycanthropy and that sort of thing, right?
Sure am.
I'm typically like a cottontail, kind of white.
Have you been bitten?
Not that I can recall.
Then it's probably not lycanthropy. Does it run in the family?
Well, my pa's a shifter and my ma's human. So, kinda?
Shifting and lycanthropy are not the same thing.
Great. I don't know what's going on.
I'm sure it's fine.
Raz is
Anyway, you
gonna-
destroyed this thing.
He's gonna poke around at the wall of force over the pit. Is that still there?
Yep. In
Alright,
fact, I kind of imagined that you guys were fighting on top of it.
That's fun. He walks out onto it and goes over to the statue of Torm.
Yep.
He steps off of the wall of force and then pulls the statue of Torm to the right.
And as you turn it to the right, you hear up. What's up, Steven?
I was gonna say, as you go to turn it, can I hop on the plinth?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Because you hear and a rushing of air, and Tesh disappears and reappears down inside the pit.
You're just like waves up,
Waves again and walks back over to the wizard.
grabs the jewels.
Stand back in the place. Stand back in the place.
Yeah, I'll stand back to where the stone or the clay golem was.
Cool. Yeah, you stand where
Turns
the
it to the
clay
right.
golem was and turn, and you appear on that pit.
Oh, that's so cool.
And he'll go over to Azrael. Just, you said that you already had, what, 6 of them?
Hold on.
Yes. Yes,
How-
you had 6 of them.
6, yes.
Here, now you have 8.
Thank you.
One more and it will summon a great dragon to grant you 3 wishes.
That's doesn't
I read that
sound
story.
right.
3?
I also heard that Mum was played. I heard it doesn't always turn out well for people.
You
Somebody-
get 3 wishes? In the Underdark, we only get 1.
Underdark
Very-
sounds like a sad place.
Your exits
It
are
is.
west, east, and back the way you came.
Okay, west, east, back the way we came.
I'd like to open up the secret door.
All right, you go and open up that secret door, and there is a short stairwell that leads down onto a wide balcony. And beyond that, you can see there are several platforms just kind of floating in midair. And from your position, you can see down, and there is a pretty sizable pit there. And I should probably get the actual flavor text so that I don't miss anything.
Okay.
2 balconies face each other over a vast pit. Between the balconies hover 5 wooden platforms, each one a disc 10 feet across. A single torch burns on each balcony. And how far is your dark vision? Like, you got super far dark vision, right? Which is why your daylight sucks.
Yeah. Super far. It's 120 feet.
Yeah, you can see on
Me
the...
too.
Oh, look at these guys with their super far dark vision. On the far side of the this chasm, this pit, probably like 60 feet across, there's a 15-foot tall statue of a hulking fiend with furled wings and clenched fists set into the... you don't see that yet. But yeah, on the far side, you see a large statue. This is what you can see from the beginning of the staircase.
At the star.
Yes. The one additional thing you can see is there are 5 platforms floating there. on the third one, there's a skeleton with a pentagonal shaped head, just kind of doing that skeleton dance.
Bass points at him. You!
How do you floss? Am I flossing?
No. Please stop.
Hey, AudioCast listeners.
You do miss out on a few things. This one,
No,
you're better off
good.
not knowing.
Tyler, take your hands like this.
No.
Put 2 pieces of string around them, and
Ah.
God, I hate you both.
Flossing,
Okay.
kids, I'm flossing. Anyway, there's a skeleton there.
shoot it. Wait, no, hold on. I can't see it.
They're just floating?
No,
Yes.
it's standing on the thing. Oh, it's floating?
Well, the thing is, the skeleton is standing on the platform, which is floating.
I mean, I could get over there, no problem.
As can I. Ace, we fly.
And in fact, Kubazan in your head, as you like, yeah, I can get there, no problem. He's like, yes, jump to the platforms.
Wally will take a torch out in one hand and light it on the other torch that's here,
Mm-hmm.
and he'll take a like.
You guys head down onto this balcony.
Wait, before I do that, without fail, every time I reach into this bag, the dog comes running down the stairs. I'm going to shoot across the way as far as I can a Eldritch Blast. Not to try and hit anything, just to make sure there's no like wall of force that I'm
Alright,
gonna
yeah,
run
sweet.
into.
Oh,
Yeah,
like
you
in
sh-
Cabin in the Woods.
Oh,
Seen that
gosh.
movie?
That's a very visceral reaction from me. That's a good movie. We should watch it sometime. We should watch it on Halloween. Anyway, yeah, you shoot an Eldritch Blast across the room. There is nothing impeding it. However, as you start flying across, you see a lever on this west balcony, and Asian in your head is urging you greatly. You should pull that lever. You should pull the lever. What's the worst that could happen?
From whomst?
From whomst? From Yumst. You've got Asian in your head telling you to pull the lever.
Ijin?
Yeah, the rabbit,
Oh, right, the little.
the Almirage. She's the Wongo, but nicer.
God, Ijin and Kubazan in my head would be so bad.
I
Yeah.
don't remember what Ijin's alignment was. Do I know?
Asian's alignment, you would know, is chaotic neutral.
And what will it do?
Ah,
You have no
Sure.
idea what it does, and yet you want me to pull it.
yes. Caution to the wind, my friend.
I prefer to be the wind. The Cape Billows.
We're
Amazing.
underground. Where is the wind coming from?
Where I go, the wind follows.
And the wind,
The wind.
smells like rain.
God damn it.
Okay.
I
You-
imagine when Ijin said that bit about the wind, Wally says the same thing to like they're arguing on the other side as he's about to jump across.
Yeah. So it seems like a race between Azrael and Wally to get to that middle platform where the skeleton is dancing.
It might be a race to Wally, but it's not a race to Azrael.
Because you can only go like, what, 30 feet as a...
I think it's 40 feet. Let me just double check. But,
he-
yeah, 40
he-
feet flying.
But,
But
he can only
he's-
move half movement while he's holding you, right?
Right. Also, we're just casually going.
Yeah,
I
you're
didn't-
just... Whoosh, and
I
just
wasn't told that this was a race, and I'm a very cautious and chill person, so.
And with your strength, you can easily jump from platform to platform.
Can I
Right.
just blast this dude?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, just summon forth. It looks like a javelin made of shadows. In Tesh's hand, he's gonna rear back. Eldritch Blast.
Oh, my God. Roll,
Now there's 2 of them.
roll the spell, Warlock.
Oh,
When I
that is a 19 to hit, but that's not a crit because I don't have my Hexblade's Curse.
Womp womp.
So they take 2 points of force damage, and then the second Eldritch Blast for modified 20 to hit for 4 points of force damage, so
Ooh, he
6
fucking
total.
Throws it, and then it like bisects itself in the air and like spins.
Bone Man did not like that, and he starts running away.
I'm gonna shoot him with an arrow.
The spear casts its own shadow on the ground, and they both find purchase.
Hell yeah.
Well,
That's
the
the
ground is 60 feet below.
It still casts a shadow. It's fine.
It's a very big shadow, actually.
Azrael, you're just casually flying across. Tesh threw his things. Artis is just standing there, like, okay, well, you guys can do this, I guess.
Longbow.
Wally, you're up before Baz.
Oh, if he can get there in time,
What's
he's just gonna...
your movement?
40 feet.
And if you dash, you can make the last jump to be upon the skeleton.
Yeah.
All the bonds.
I mean, I
upon-
could... If I shifted and had 50 feet, would I make it there to do an attack?
Yes.
Okay.
It's a bonus action to shift.
Yes, sir.
Grab him.
Do it.
It's a 32 hit.
Yes, a 32
Holy
hits.
shit. Oh my god, you're never missing again.
17 points of bludgeoning damage.
Cool. These eldritch blasts fly across the floor. The shadows mimicking each other, and they slam into him. And the skeleton stops flossing and is like, "Oh, maybe I should get out of here," and turns to run. And you just come in swinging like a Louisville slugger.
It's an upswing to catch him under the chin,
Mm-hmm.
and then he'll, if it shatters, catch the head.
Cool. Roll roll an acrobatics check to see if you catch the head.
Oh, yeah. Does a 19 catch it?
Beautiful. You are the skeleton catching master as you collect the pentagonal skeleton head.
We got everything.
I guess. Why did I have to come?
I don't know. Own volition.
Is there anything on the other side?
There is a 15-foot tall statue with it's a hulking, fiendish-looking statue with furled wings, and outstretched are 2 hands with clenched fists.
Do I recognize this fiend?
One
yeah,
fist
I would
holds
say
1
that you
gold, the
do.
other 100.
Pick one.
Which one? Choose.
Sorry, what did you ask me to roll?
I didn't actually ask you to roll anything because I think you would know. It's a Nikoloth.
Sorry, what?
Nikoloth.
I was so distracted by your burp that I didn't...
I am quite sorry.
I don't know who this is. LB doesn't know.
Nikoloths are just kind of these big. They're the big guys with wings that hold the battle axes that I'm pretty sure if they crit on you, they chop your head off.
Are
The
they
green
anything
boys.
Like
They're big green boys.
Like an
Oh yeah,
Arcanoth?
they're the Vorpal buddies.
How do
Yeah.
you spell
They're-
Nikoloth?
NY Kaloth. Caloth.
Night Caloth.
I'm not gonna
Yeah.
get close to it, but I'm gonna fly enough to see it.
Yep.
And let's see. Hold on. Wait. Do I have it?
Also, you spy that crawlway that leads to your safe place.
I know where I am now. Okay.
That's your napping spot.
Yeah. Then I will. I don't think. Does he speak? In Infernal, he's just going to say, "Sleep well."
Does anyone else know Infernal? Then your good friend, Bat Gnome, says something in a very, very scary voice.
It's like fucking backwards and shit.
And then I fly back.
Cool. It seems like Tesh and Baz are on that west balcony. Wally, you just caught the skeleton head, and Bat Gnome, you fly back to the west balcony. What would you guys like to do?
Like to hop back.
Cool. Yeah, you can easily do that and hop back.
Well, if our good friend Little Big Gnome is correct about the things that he's done on this level. We've dealt with all of the hints on the plaque. Baz looks through his stuff and confirms with Wally. Looks like there's only one place we haven't been to yet.
Bit west of here.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Then let's go.
We fly.
Well, the rest of you walk. But you walk back to the west and down that west hallway. This hallway is considerably more goopy with purple gunk and more eyeballs sprout out. As you round the corner, there is a door. And on this door are some stuff. The corridor ends in a large door with a round mirror set into its surface. 10 circular indentations, each about an inch across, surround the mirror.
Baz looks in the mirror and he's like, I look like shit.
You do, in fact, look like shit.
Did you not know? My apologies. I would have said something earlier.
We've been in a jungle for the past few 10 days.
As have I, but I own a brush.
Damn. See, I told you she's trouble, or he's trouble. You should never trust someone like that.
What do you mean by the you people?
He's short.
Okay, Gwen. Calm down.
Wow.
Anyway. You
Is
can kill
it-
what you
So the
What's
door, the indentations, do they look Dragon Ball sized?
Yes, they definitely look Dragon Ball sized.
Okay,
We finally got them all, the 7 magic balls.
because there are 10 slots
There
there.
are 10 slots and you have 8 balls.
Yep.
That statue is holding 2 fists.
There's
We
also...
also didn't go through those curtains.
Yeah.
But
All right.
that statue did have 2 fists.
Voice
Perhaps
in the
I should
sky
go
said the statue has 2 fists.
All right, well, let's go back. Perhaps I can speak with this creature and ask it to part with them. It's a statue, right?
It looked like a statue.
Okay.
I don't like the way you said that.
All right.
I have to say things spookily, otherwise you'll get ideas. As you go back into this room, you got itching in your head. Like, I told you, pull the lever. The lever's gonna help you here. I just know it. I can feel it
Give
in
me
my
a
bones.
reason, and I will listen to you. If
How
you
many
give
bones
me
do you
no
have?
reason,
You've got more bones than me. You should know more than anything that this lever's gonna help. I can feel it in my bones. You can feel it in your bones. Between the two of us, how many bones do we have?
all right, I will flick the switch.
We can't count your bones. You're dead. Sorry,
You
I'm not
can't
here.
hear me.
I would like to throw the switch.
Terrible idea, honestly.
on
As you throw the switch, winds begin to howl in this room. That's where the wind was actually coming from. It's this room. Wind whips around the room. On the far end, you can see that the statue's fists open. However, I need everyone in this room to make me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh my god.
Is this a
Wisdom
magical
wind?
effect?
This is a magical effect.
Fallen.
This effect trying to put me to sleep
You all get +2.
No.
or charm.
You also get
Thanks.
advantage because
Oh.
of Dragon Bait.
Oh really? Hell yeah.
That's a hell of a lot better.
Can you guys roll for your NPCs as well?
Oh, yeah, right. It's on.
Oh, yeah.
Just all sidled with your NPCs. Just kill them. You don't have to deal with them
Ooh.
anymore.
Tesh got a 21 and Artis got an 18.
Dude,
Cool.
Sensies, I also got a 21.
As Baz.
Yeah.
Cool.
Elf Bros.
Elf Bros.
High five.
In a hot tub.
Azrael got a 25, and Dragonbait got a 20, well, a nat 20, a 23.
Hot damn.
Indeed.
Wally got a 16, and Hassan got a 17.
18 for Flint.
And you said artist got a what?
Artist got a 18. That's what I said.
Cool. Let's see. I need Steven, I need you to roll a D100. RJ, roll a D100. Danae, actually, everyone roll a D100. Why not?
Hey.
32.
Steven, 32.
I'm filled with fear.
RJ,
22.
LB.
34.
11.
And you got a 34?
Yes.
Cool. Let's see here. Wally,
Yeah.
you
Oh, no.
are incapacitated. You've gone mad and spend the duration of the next time, X amount of time, screaming, laughing, or weeping. That's up to you, bud. Hassan is paralyzed for, you know what, let's just
Wait,
keep the
what
same
was the
threshold.
DC on this?
It was 20. Artis is
Ishin fucked us.
frightened, and he starts to fucking run, and Flint is close behind.
Hold on. Let me
Yes.
just check real quick. They can't. While I am conscious, all frightened creatures within 10 feet have their speed reduced to 0, but they also take 4 psychic damage if they start the turn in the aura. So
Cool.
they can't run,
So
but
how long does that last?
that's just an aura I have as a paladin. That's not a timed thing. As long as they are
Fantastic.
frightened, they
what
cannot
does
move.
Tesh say to get them not to run?
How long is a minute in rounds?
10.
10 rounds.
Yeah.
10.
10.
And they take 4 psychic damage per round
Yes.
as they try to run and are frightened.
That's
I think-
40.
But do they repeat the save at the end of their saving throws? Or at the end of their turns?
No.
They just straight up die. Got it.
Well,
Oh.
assuming you don't leave their, like, assuming you don't take your aura away from them. Okay,
As this
so-
begins, Wally, like the levers flipped, and the rest of you three are like, "What's the big deal?" And Hassan's like, "I've never actually no. Hassan did fail. What's the Dragonbait didn't fail because he's amazing." So Hassan just freezes in place. Wally starts babbling incoherently and
Oh
laughing.
no, he starts screaming.
Oh
Oh
god!
god, like a rabbit do.
Like a rabbit do. Oh no!
He starts screaming about wolves in the night.
Oh,
Oh
baby.
god! Oh,
Okay.
okay.
I gotta make this stop at some point. Knights in the courtyard. No, actually, never mind. Redacted. I don't want to bring that up.
And then Artis and Flint try to run, but are frozen in place from fear of not only just the area that they're in, but also, hey, there's Tesh there, and that boy's mighty frighty.
So, question.
Yes.
This thing's hands open up, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And you can see 2 little balls in his hands.
2 of them?
Well,
we already
one,
have 9, don't we?
We have
no, you
8.
8. You have 1. He's got 1 in each hand.
Oh, we need 10.
Yes.
Shit. Okay. So, well, here we go. Here's let me do some math real quick, buddies.
What's up, Albie?
I can do a thing
Oh,
Yeah.
because I'm not scared or anything.
No,
Yeah.
you're fine.
yeah. Both of us. We're all 3 of us are red as rain. Baby.
Azrael is going to take out the wand from his sleeve and tap Ace real quick and cast Enlarge and Reduce.
Nice.
I would like to enlarge him.
And that just makes him a size larger, right? Or
Uh,
how many
yep.
sizes?
Grow larger or smaller from the choose either the target.
That also increases carrying capacity, I think.
Enlarge, yeah. The size doubles in all dimensions and the weight is multiplied by 8. It increases the size category, so he is now large.
So
The
that's-
target
was-
also has advantage on strength.
Wasn't he small before?
Yeah,
He's
so he's
medium now.
medium now.
He's medium.
He
I'm
wa-
pretty
oh,
sure.
he was tiny.
He's small now.
He's
Oh
small.
no! You're right. He was small
Yeah.
because he's not like as small. Okay.
Yeah, he's not a mouse. He's
So
he's
he's-
small.
He
but
is
he's
medium sized. Yeah. So but he can move faster.
Yeah.
Okay. What's his speed?
Hold on. I clicked away from the spell.
So this is Rasputin's.
Until the spell,
Dick
the target
mind
also
control
gets
trick.
advantage on strength. I say that the weapon also grows match their size and large.
Is that right, babe?
Huh?
Nobody else noticed. It's fine.
Oh, I
Nice in the
heard.
courtyard.
Maybe not.
It does. I mean, the effects of enlarge would probably just make it so that his carrying capacity is increased, so he could carry
Yeah.
you across if you want, or if you just don't do anything, he could just fly across and grab it himself, right?
True.
I can move
I'll do
90
that.
feet around.
You can what?
I can move 90 feet around.
Oh, nice.
I'm a
Can you
rogue.
fly?
I mean, like, jumping
What's-
is based on your strength, right?
Yes.
You can. So if you have 10 strength, you can move 10 feet.
You can
You
jump
can
10 feet.
All right. So hold on. It's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 75, 80, 85, 90. So
You skip 10, but you're at 100 right now.
am I? What are you talking about? 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 75.
It's 110 to get to the statue.
5, 9. All right. So 110 divided by 90.
Divided by 90?
Yeah, so it
If
says
you-
how many rounds it takes for me to get there. It's 2.
Ooh. Yeah.
Yeah, well, if
Just say 2.
90 times 2 divided by 9. Oh, shit.
No,
Are you-
no.
You are hurting me. You are
Yeah.
hurting me so badly with this.
110 minus
I can
90
get there
is
and back in
20.
2.5 rounds. Let's do this.
No, ma'am. Oh, God, she's an art major.
Yes.
I can. No, seriously, math works out. I can
Yes,
get there and back
you
in
are
2.5
correct.
rounds.
You can get there and back in 2.5 rounds if you
Thank
if you
you.
dash. You
I
can
will
get there.
send my friend just to like catch her if she falls or he falls, Baz.
Cool. I like that.
Do you enlarge?
I do.
'Cause Small, yeah. So medium.
Because otherwise
you'd
he wouldn't be able to pick me up.
Yeah.
Mhm.
All right.
I'm the guy.
Make several athletics checks
Because it's windy, isn't it?
because it's windy.
It's windy. Can I do acrobatics instead?
No.
Doing
Oh.
sweet flips between platforms.
This is bad. How many?
One per jump. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to get across.
Can the imp help me?
The imp will catch you if you fall, or at least try to.
The imp
All
was
right.
going to go get the
And
orbs.
the
Yeah.
imp's, and
All
the
right,
imp's
fine,
speed
I'll
is
just-
slower than you.
So first thing, I'm like, oh, I can do this, and I jump for the first one and immediately fall, and then the imp picks me up, puts me back down, pats me on the head, and goes and does it himself.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm glad we did all this math.
The imp flies across. His fly speed is 40, so it takes him to dash 2 rounds to get over there. During those 2 rounds, what are you guys doing with the screaming Wally, the paralyzed Hassan, and the frightened artist and Flint, who are trying to run away but are getting hurt in the mind by Tesh?
Well, they're not paralyzed, so they can let me know if something's
I mean-
going wrong.
They're letting you know that they are very hurt. They're hurting right now. Ouch! Oof! Ow! My brain.
You're killing them.
Tesh will run back into the room with the secret door ahead of them. Wait in the corner that doesn't have moss growing in it, so that way they can also then enter into the room. And then I will go back out and try and... Honestly, I kind of want to just leave Baz to deal with Wally. I think I'm just going to do that. A screaming
Alright.
rabbit boy does not sound like something Tesh wants to deal with right now. He has to deal with these 2 afraid individuals, and like we could just kill Hassan right now. Just saying.
You could totally just kill Hassan right now. He's paralyzed there. What are you gonna do? So Tesh
Get a
is at the
critical
top-
hit.
Tesh is at the top of the stairs waiting. Baz has just been patted on the head and is next to a screaming Wally. And as you are watching your good friend Ace fly across, and then on the second round, he picks up the 2 orbs. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna throw the lever back.
Cool. You throw the lever, the winds stop, and the fists clench. And Ace flies back over. However, for
I'm
the
here,
next
my baby boy.
for the next minute, 1 minute straight, and I think that Wally has enough constitution to, in one breath, scream for 1 minute straight.
Wow. I think Azrael's starting his short rest because he can do something about this, but not right now. So he kind of just sits down and is watching Wally scream for a minute, just like, wow, like very impressed. But as he's like going through his spell book, like re-upping on his spells.
But the madness only lasts for 1 minute.
Yeah.
Baz is like covering his ears, and he's all like, he's eventually gonna run out of breath and pass out, so it'll stop eventually.
One would think, but it hasn't happened yet.
After 1 minute, he does stop. Hassan gains movement again, and the other 2 peer around the corner where they were hiding. You have 2 more Dragon Balls, though, so what would you like to do?
Go to the door.
We did it.
Great.
All right. Door time.
As you go to the door with the 10 Dragon Ball slots ready for you, again, they're...
Decided that they're Dragon Balls now.
You get to meet Kyber or Eberron, but like,
What if it's Tiamat?
it's
You didn't think of that.
the great daughter.
Cool. There are a multitude of eyes sticking out of the mold, the fungi, as you get to the door and put your Dragon Balls in. Is that what you do?
Yeah.
Cool. The vault door grinds upward, revealing a domed, candlelit room 50 feet high. The polished marble floor is so perfectly reflective that it creates the illusion of standing at the entrance of a sphere. 9 alcoves filled with glittering treasure open up along the walls. In the middle of the chamber, a large spherical object hovers under a black silk drape 20 feet above the floor.
Azrael immediately grabs Flint's like belt loop.
Good plan, because he was just about to sprint into the room.
No way.
So surprising.
Wally, how did you deal with that screaming fit, by the way?
Poorly.
Oh, buddy.
How you doing, buddy? You a little shook?
Put a hand on Mr. Tesh's shoulder. I'm really sorry about the
Oh,
display.
no.
It's all right, buddy. Just a little bit of honey. Kind of relax your throat a little bit. You'll be feeling right as rain in no time.
Give him some water.
I don't know if I have.
Oh, so you've got ale.
I have a question.
Go for it.
Sorry, in
Yeah,
character.
sorry, in character.
Do we believe that this is going to be an issue, or should I take a rest so that I have my abilities back?
Oh, you don't have any. You've run out of your magic, say.
For the most part,
Well-
we can go back to the other room and
Are you all right?
I was screaming for about a minute.
I know I was watching you. It was very impressive. You must be very good at swimming.
Baby.
Can we take a short rest here is what I'm
Yeah.
asking.
You guys want to take a short rest before you engage with this room?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
essentially.
Okay, go for it.
What are in the alcoves?
Lots and lots of glittering treasure.
Oh.
Beautiful, beautiful glittering treasure.
Mm.
And I will say that as you open the door, you get a couple of pings. Wally, Kubazan is adamant that you attack what is under that black drape with no warning or negotiation. Get it, strike the iron while it's hot. Meanwhile, I'll say you guys take your short rest before you open the Dragon Ball door.
Yeah.
So that when you
Sure.
open the Dragon Ball door,
That seems more reasonable.
that seems like something you guys would have done. Obulaka, however, for the first time, connects a few dots, and she realizes like these purple molds with like eye stalks poking out of them, and this like giant floating thing. That's got to be a beholder under that black drape.
Holy shit!
You should run.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Baz turns around to walk out the door.
And I also want to say that when you open the door, like all that glittering treasure around, as Azrael did grab like Flint's belt hoop to keep him from running, but he got a step into the door, so like he's just kind of running in place now because the floor is so polished,
Slippery.
smooth. He
Ugh.
is literally doing the run in place thing.
Mr. Tesh.
Yeah.
Pull
Sorry.
it back in.
Albalaka, this isn't a tomb, is it?
Unless there was a trickster god who was a beholder that I didn't know about, which there isn't, which would be dumb. Like fighting a beholder. It's super dumb.
We don't need to engage with this, right? There's nothing here that we need.
Azrael?
That we know of. I was thinking we could perhaps use our collective hands to place the balls. I'm trying to use not these words, but my brain isn't working well enough.
Gems?
Well, the balls are
Crystals.
already in the door, and the door
Yeah.
raised with the balls in them.
Oh, I see, I
They're
see, I
gone
see.
now.
So, okay. And the center is just a cloth.
There is a large spherical object floating in the center of the room, draped over with a cloth.
Azrael's going to like peek his head in and give a good look around and see if I can see anything else besides this treasure.
Roll a perception check.
Perception!
Perception.
4. Not one
4,
of my
eh?
strongest rolls tonight.
Yeah, no, you do not see anything else in this room.
This room doesn't look important to me, Mr. Tesh.
What about all the gold?
I will give you plenty of gold when we get out of here. If you assist.
I've only been assisting. I think I deserve some gold.
Did you not touch something that brought a creature to life?
You guys told me to.
That is true. That time we did.
Told me to.
Fair.
Kashid is innocent of this crime.
If
So, what do you guys say?
You've got a magic weapon now. You don't need more gold.
I think that we should
That's
double
quitter
back.
talk.
Yes, I quit. Bye.
I
You think
that we should all double back. We don't need anything from this room. This isn't one of the tombs.
Azrael doesn't know, but we do need something from this room. We're just gonna have to come back to it, right?
I mean, you guys do not know if you need anything from this room.
Why did we have to? Oh,
What you do know is that there was a door here that could only be opened if you collected all of the 10 gem or crystals from this floor.
How
Your
about this? An option. We get ready to attack in case there's anything under there. One of us pulls the sheet down. And then if it ends up being a large gem or something, no harm, no foul.
I will
And
say,
if it is a beholder,
Baz, what
Okay.
you can see in the room, amongst like thousands and thousands of copper and silver and gold pieces, like a lot of gold, like statues, like other valuable looking stuff. There's like, you can see a potion, like a thing that might be a magic item, and a possible magical shield. This is what you can see with your passive perception in this room.
Okay. He takes note of that and doesn't necessarily tell the others because he doesn't want Flint to be more how do you say?
Demanding.
Yeah.
This looks like a treasure vault, other than
Wally.
the mysterious floating orb.
Mm-hmm.
Wally's gonna pull Tesh, Azrael, and Baz aside.
Mm-hmm.
He has a mug of tea in his hands as he's sipping
Dragobait
it.
is fully holding on to Flint, so he can't move.
Something Kubazan told me kind of stuck out. He said to attack it without reasoning with it, so maybe we could talk to it.
No reason, just fight it. Prove your worth.
I'm sorry, my voice hurts right now, and it kind of hurts to move. I might be fearless right now, but I'm not stupid.
Well, him telling us.
Clang, 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 clang.
God
Wongo
damn it!
is-
Speaking of stupid, it appears.
Sorry.
I didn't get no sleep because of you. You don't get sleep because of me.
Just imagining Wongo just banging cymbals, walking by in the background. Oh my god. Okay. The fact that he said don't reason with it implies that maybe we can reason with it.
It's
Well, should we move into the room or stay out here then?
Mr. Tesh, you're the charismatic sort, right?
Yes. But if you don't mind, Armor of Agathis, Shield of Faith. Get both those just, up and ready. You never know. And then Tesh will walk into the room.
All right. You walk into the room, and as you step on the floor, I need you to make me a acrobatics check, I think. Or it might be a dex save. Hold on.
Hey, remember how I have a ton of salt in my bag?
You do have a shit ton of salt.
I'm going to dump it out onto the floor and scatter it as much as possible to make the floor less reflective.
Holy shit, I love that you do that.
Okay.
You have advantage on your dex save.
Oh, thank God, because otherwise I would have had a nat 1. Well, that's a 4 on the die, so dex
Oh, is it
save.
shiny? Is it shiny enough that it makes you slippery?
9.
9 does not save as you step into the room, although Baz threw salt all over the room. It's like stepping on ice, essentially, and you slip and fall on your ass and continue sliding.
Ooh.
Start sliding
Azrael,
across the room.
Azrael just looks back. The imp ace goes on his shoulders and he just flutters up a little bit and starts moving into the room, following Tesh on the floor. I grab at his foot to stop him from sliding.
Oh, thank you.
Okay. Yeah, you Ace can go and grab him and he stops before he gets to the floating ominous thing.
Is it all inward too?
No, it's completely flat.
Okay.
It's just that any momentum you have, because it is so frictionless, you cannot stop.
Baz is going to just crouch in the doorway and draw his longbow and wait.
I guess your NPCs are waiting behind you, Wally and Batgnome. What are you guys doing?
Batgnome stabilized me, so they're in the room with.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna move a little bit away from Baz just in case this, leave a hole in the middle.
I mean, you guys are standing in the doorway, and it's only a 5-foot wide doorway.
Mm-hmm.
Should I go in there just for backup?
It's probably not a bad idea.
Well, it takes a step in.
Are you trying to angle a certain way, or are you just going straight in?
He'll go straight in.
All right, make a dex save at advantage.
Dirty 20.
Cool. You keep your footing, but you are sliding across the room.
He's gonna use the
towards
butt
Tesh.
end of the quarterstaff to just stop himself. Excuse
Yeah,
me.
Nothing-
Stop
that's
himself.
not working.
No? Okay.
Nothing is attacking yet, right?
You are
Like,
sliding, and you can stop when you get to Azrael and Tesh, and use yeah. But no, nothing's happening.
Baz is gonna and he's gonna point out all of the things that he noticed before. Like the what looks like a magic item, what looks like a potion, etc., etc. Like, if we can just get a hold of those things and then leave.
Looks at Tesh.
Maybe he won't notice. He looks down at the slime, which blinks at him.
Blink, blink.
Sorry, go ahead.
To whom it may concern. And Tesh just raises his voice a little bit.
Yeah.
We have collected the orbs to open your glorious door. To whom do I have the honor of communicating with under Kyber's shroud?
Tesh's voice kind of like echoes around the room, and then it just kind of falls into silence.
Going
So-
to lantern, mage hand, grab the blanket,
Mm-hmm.
pull.
All right, you pull the cloth off of this, and as the cloth falls to the ground, you see not a beholder, but a giant iron dome or a sphere, and of Tesh and Azrael and Wally, who has metal on them.
Fuck.
Oh,
Tesh, is your
Tesh,
armor's metal, right?
I totes have metal on me.
Mm-hmm. As you are both pulled immediately towards this ball and stick to it.
Hmm.
You know,
Okay, good news, it's not a beholder.
good. Can you
Good.
grab that
And
blanket
as-
again?
I'm good, you're still alive.
And as you say that, there is a evil laugh that reverberates around the room. And I will actually, I'm not going to go into combat, but there is an evil laugh in the room, and you aren't able to pinpoint where it's coming from, but there's something in here with you. And it was far enough away that your weapon of warning didn't warn you. So, quack.
It's fine. All that really does for me is just doesn't let me be surprised.
Beholder.
It actually is a beholder.
It is actually a beholder. And does anyone here speak Undercommon?
Oh my god! Yes, I do!
I do.
The Smurf Neblin and I both speak Undercommon!
Why do you keep calling them that?
That's
That's
their
what
name.
it is!
This is
I
their
know,
nickname.
but it sounds so mean.
It's
So,
not. It's what he
How you doing,
is.
Mr. Tesh? Hanging out?
And you hear in Undercommon, you are no match for Bellator's the Unseen's terrible eye rays, and eye rays start to shoot out. And that's where we'll call it for today.
Excellent! So first off, I would like to say, yay! Thank you for running this wonderful game, Tyler. I always have a blast whenever we're playing Tomb of Annihilation because you're on the show. So where can we find you? What do you do?
Hi, my name's Tyler. I am at Frothy Inferno on Twitter, and you can find me there sometimes. And you can find me running Tomb of Annihilation on Sundays and maybe some other times during the week on people's channels. Who knows? Why not?
Hey everybody, I'm RJ here on the channel. You can catch me at RJustice282 on Twitter and Twitch, where I tweet about the nerdy things in my life and sometimes do giveaways. Congratulations, Blink Dog, for winning Hades. You can catch me here on Mondays as Kalen the Shatterkai Wizard Cleric. Over on Thursdays at Game Nights, we're doing our finale of Good Society, where there are going to be plenty of weddings and also hinting at our season 2, which is Good Magic. You can also catch me every other Saturday over at Game Nights, where we play Star Power. I play Fang. He's very tired. And on Sundays, back here again as Wally, the Barbarian Shifter Fighter. ToNateKeener.com.
Hi, I'm LBHackEmUp. You can find me at LBHackEmUp on the Twitters and the Twitches. You can find me next here tomorrow night doing our Four Keeps game where we're in the Feywild. Super fun. And then Tuesday and Thursday I'll be streaming on my own channel. And then Tuesday evening and Sunday before this I'll be on Game Nights. Wednesday I will be on Nerd Immersion's channel, and then I'll be sleeping the rest of the time. ToNateKeener.com.
Speaking of ToNateKeener.com, hi everybody, I'm Danae Keener. You can find me at DanaeKeener.com. I do nerdy drawings mostly related to D&D and a lot of things on this channel. I play as Coriander the Elegant Paladin on Mondays and as Baz the Drow Rogue Fighter on Sundays. Yeah, I don't think I'm doing anything else this week. DanaeKeener.com.
And if you've made it this far, you probably already know who I am. But if you don't, hey Acorns, what's up? It's me, your buddy, your pal, your friend, the Indoor Adventurer, the showrunner here at twitch.tv/Indoor Adventures. We do shows like this on Monday and Thursday at 5:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, or on Sundays at 7 o'clock p.m. Pacific Standard Time. If this is your first time joining us, you can check up on all of our VODs at youtube.com/Indoor Adventures, or you can go towards anywhere audio casts are made available for free. You can find us there under the same moniker. But for now, we are going to be going into our Patreon-supported after show called Nights in the Courtyard, where we answer questions not only from the community, but also from each other. So if you have any questions that you would like to ask myself or any of these other fine folk, you can feel free to join us in our Discord, post there, post on the Patreon, Twitter, what have you. We will do our best to answer all of your questions. So with that, I would like to say once again, thank you to Tyler for running this game. Thank you to these players for putting up with our bullshit once again this week. And we'll see all of you guys next time. All right, everybody. Bye-bye!
Bellows of pain and scraping of chains, the echoes they taunt and deceive me. Oceans of flame and rivers of shame.